Welcome back, intrepid adventurers, to Night 75 of the Crimson Moon Chronicles. I wanted to thank each and every single one of you for joining us tonight. Last we saw our heroes, they had thwarted the king under the tundra, taken down an enormous Goliath of a mechanical dragon, and have added it to their war reservoirs. And now we are finding our heroes last session with someone from Alicia's past. Two individuals, actually. The brothers that are Sardior's mouths. This is big because, as you all and our heroes know, Sardior is essentially one of Sharlock's brothers. What could they glean off of getting to know these two godlike creatures? Well, it seems as if they had a task for them, which has put them back in Kai Caden's hometown of Brailton. Trying to get inside of the castle, they saw a play that was very not true to the current and past events that our heroes have gone through. Was it hilarious? That is for you to decide. Click the link and make sure that you get caught up on everything that has happened. Our heroes were able to get inside of Castle Darlucia. And within doing so, they had an audience with the queen herself. She was very rude, a very vile lady, it would seem. And she saw them as merely playthings, people to add to her court. So they were taken to the dungeon. And now, with them being in the dungeon, they have a multitude of choices. But there seems to be somebody else in the cell. Someone that has tattered clothes, long hair, and is rocking back and forth within the jail cell. Seems feminine. Who is this? What will happen tonight? Sit back, grab an ale, and let us tell you another tale of the Crimson Moon Chronicles.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome back.
Let's get rid of that noisemaker. Hello.
As you all sit there looking at this woman rocking back and forth with her knees up against her chest, she pauses a brief moment. As with the last thing that Rokai said,
Raina, is that you?
a disheveled, matted hair looks up. As the hair starts to fall into place, you see that it is none other than Dame Darlucia herself.
Hells above. What are you doing in here?
Who are you all?
Rakai, she...
We are Friends of James.
James. I haven't seen him in ages.
He has spoke kindly of you.
I doubt it. I was
True,
never
he
a good
has.
mother.
I can say
If only I could change the past.
Way to do that, but the future is not set in stone.
well, technically, yeah. No, that's messy.
But let's not go there. We're stuck in a dungeon with Dame Darlucia, I believe. Is who?
Yes, this is the rightful ruler of this kingdom. How long have you been here?
Hard to say. I've lost count. As she points to the wall and to the floors, as you all see nail markings that are put into tally marks with blood stains over the tallies. As you look at her fingernails, they are but nubs at this point.
Highness?
Moxie will use a cure wounds to heal her hands.
I think a regenerate is probably more ideal.
Or restoration.
Yeah.
Highness, can you tell us what happened after your son left?
My family was poisoned. A lot of my court poisoned in a different way. Of the mind, do you see?
Yes.
He had it all planned.
Who?
Stonebar?
Someone else.
Giles.
Giles.
I've heard that name somewhere before. It rings a bell.
Stonebar, I was a part of it all along.
Morokai barely controls his temper, but still punches the wall. Not enough to cause damage, just in frustration. Of course it was Giles.
He told me that he was going to keep me here until he got what he wanted.
That he wants, this insolent brat.
He wanted power more than anything.
He has it.
And he also wanted Reyna. When you uttered that name, it sent chills down my spine.
Happened to her.
I do not know.
Well, at any
He said
rate,
that he would make sure that everything that he wanted would be his by any means necessary. And he said the first way to do that is to take control of the kingdom itself. And then he would find everything else he needed. Bless me.
Bless you.
The dust in here.
It's good to see your surroundings haven't dampened your manners. James would probably have caught hell if he hadn't said as you did. He
would have
said that Giles was supposed to watch Reyna, to take care of her while he was gone. But that he found, as he left, well, you know.
How do you know so much of my James?
We traveled with him for a very long time.
I trained with him at a monastery in the Chill Cliff region of the Icewind Dale.
The
Oh,
Rokai
bother it all.
hears
Chill
in his head
cliffs.
from Moxie, "You had better not continue this charade much longer. I don't like this."
What would you have me do?
Tell her the truth. When has lying ever gotten us anywhere good? Ever in existence. Honesty has
In-
always been our best weapon.
I
To-
want to make sure that what I have to tell her will not break her first.
She's
So
a
I can
strong
make-
woman, as you can plainly see. She's a strong woman.
Yes. And she, being where she is, deserves to know the truth. That said, when you've
You
been
know, I
in a
wrote
prison for this long,
to him.
You
it
did?
got pretty unstable.
I sent some of my carrier birds all around trying to find where he was. And one day, I got word that he was in some cold region, probably without proper warmth.
He did adjust eventually.
And I was told that he seemed content. So I never tried again.
Namdar Lucia,
Oh.
I can tell you he was not as content as he seemed.
He always worried for you.
Let me tell you about James. As he left here, he found his way to the Kekimar Temple, where he introduced himself as Kai Kaiden, which you may recognize. He always wanted to be a master, so he chose that name on the playground. Master of himself, master of everything. Sort of a joke because he felt he couldn't rule, he wanted to feel like he was in control. He trained for decades, trying to master his mind through mastering his body. And then he was sent off on his own for breaking a tenet of the monastery, using his power to protect someone, breaking an oath of nonviolence. After that time, he went on a grand adventure across all of Theros. He made some
Your
friends
Majesty.
along the way. Many enemies, traveled to far places you might not imagine. And then one day, Kai Kaiden, in defense of this land, died at the hand of a monster called Aeon. And in a last desperate move, his faithful companion Rorithal, a forest wolf, leapt to his aid and was slain as well. And it was here that fate took a strange turn. Mamdalucia, the bodies of your James and this wolf were taken aboard and rescued by a rather strange fellow, the likes of which you've never seen. And by the whims of an unfathomable machine, they were brought back. The man who gave himself to save everything, and his pet wolf, Rorithal and Kai Kaiden, became me, Mother.
What?
I am what remains of your James. My name is Rokai. And I'm sorry I was a fool and left. I was afraid. But I am here to make it right.
Is this true?
It is 100%. We all
Leon's
watched
been
it
keeping an
happen.
eye on the door and such. To make sure no one's keeping an ear to the wall and such.
She stands up very feebly as she grips the bars.
I'm here. Rokai steps up and grabs her hand. I'm here. When I was very young, you took me to a carnival. A magical place. And there were bubbles.
You have his eyes.
One of them, anyway.
One of them.
We'll talk about the other one later.
I like this lady.
Rokai.
Done many a mighty deed. It would take too long to recount all of them right here, right now.
If
Well,
I have thought long and hard about this, and if you wish, you may call me James still.
no, I'm afraid. My James is dead.
Yes.
His spirit, though, does still live within you. I can see that. But you are my James, but you are not. You're
Something new.
Something more.
something much more. You all are. You're so different than
Yes.
a lot of people that I've seen before.
Please forgive me. I forgot. This is Calamax. Why do I not recall your last name?
I
Leon.
don't have one.
You don't?
We can talk about that later.
Uh,
You may call me
she's
Moxie if you wish,
she's-
my lady.
a bard, a performer, and a very skilled one at that. Leon, one of the brightest mages to come out of Shimmerberry under the tutelage of Glimmick and Miknik Safine from Iron Falls, an accomplished healer, but also a skilled warrior. And we have done things that you cannot imagine. So please, tell us what we need to do.
Hi, I'm Alicia, by the way. Not that anybody really cares.
I'm so sorry, Alicia. I forgot you were here.
This is my older
No, it's
sister,
okay.
Alicia.
It's okay.
I'm emotional.
Royalty
Please
meets
forgive me.
royalty.
Charmed, Your Majesty. Well, this is a lot to take in, I must say. Rokai, what did you ask me a moment ago?
What do we need to know?
About what?
What's happening here in Brailton?
Can
What
we
has
do?
Giles done? Why is the emblem of the Court of Cinders in the town square?
I'm afraid Brailton is not as you remember.
That much is plain, just from walking the streets. Why is Giles impersonating you? Why not just claim the throne?
Because there were deals that I made.
If it weren't you, it
With
wouldn't
some
carry the authority.
unscrupulous people. Yes. But he means to change all of that.
I suppose the question then is why leave you alive?
Ingredients.
Oh?
He's
Different
taken
spells.
on. He's taken on her appearance. That is not easily done without something of the person to do so.
Are you suggesting he's making some sort of cocktail out of my mother's hair trimmings? Some
Or
sort of
worse.
polymorph juice.
Similar to that, a polymorph potion using. Yeah, that's
There's no getting around the polyjuice reference.
reference.
I tried.
It's a reference, and that's it. That's not what it actually is, but it is, but it isn't. We know that.
Well, that is where the ideal of polyjuice potion came from, was from polymorph. So, continue.
Polymorph juice.
Oh, sweet Jiminy.
I realized that as I said it.
Yep. Yeah. That's a pretty. I don't want to say it was common, but it. Yeah, if you knew where to look, you could get stuff like that. Though
He
the
has
fact-
been taking things from me.
that can't continue. Nor can this blatant overstep of both propriety.
As she pulls down, revealing part of her chest, you see chunks of flesh that are missing. As she pulls up the sleeves of her arm, you see lesions of missing skin and meat.
Well, that explains how he's able to go and fool someone with the ability to dispel magic.
It took quite the strong thing to remove the glamour that we were seeing. Oh.
He will suffer for what he has done.
Rokai, maybe you and I can send this.
Still so much that you all hear.
Oh dear.
Mother, quickly. We can get us out of here and then return. No, you wouldn't leave, would you?
I cannot leave my people.
She can't. She really
And
can't.
I will not again.
I cannot leave my people.
And
As
we
the
cannot leave
doors
you here.
open, stone bar slams. As you see your mother stop talking and immediately sit back down.
Murder, 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 murder. Oh, stop your insidious laughter. It's annoying.
What have you done to the
So, I see that you met the queen.
Yes, and you're the worst court jester I've ever seen in my entire existence.
There's some explaining that needs to happen.
Filthy maggot.
He snaps his finger as a bolt comes out of his fingers directed at Moxie.
Nat 20 to, well, I wanted to say deflect, but I'm not sure how I would do
If you
that.
deflect and get more than the damage, you catch it.
Oh. Right. I can, that's the missiles thing.
Yep.
Reaction. Deflect missiles. D10 plus 21. Okay. 25. Actually, if it's nat 20 to try and do that, then it would be
50.
Yeah, he definitely has more damage, so it's
But
just
you
gonna
absorb
hit
it.
you instead.
50 damage is
Okay.
reduced.
I'll reach out and block.
As you do, you feel a locking sensation come across your body as you are pinned in place. As he slides his finger over, you phase through the bars and are right in front of him. Your resilience reminds me of someone
29
I
to break
once
out of the
knew.
grip.
I
Strength
think
check.
it's a spell.
It's a spell. It's not
Ah.
a
So it'd be
physical
will
feat.
then.
Is he within touch of me?
No, not at all.
Of course.
Just say when, Rokai. Zoyan says over the head chat.
What do you want with us?
The queen wanted nothing more than for you all to be a part of her court.
The
But
queen sits in here. That person on the throne is an imposter. That much is plain.
the queen sits rightfully where she will. Your insolent tone. Roll, Rokai.
In the head chat. You know, I wonder if they know about Iron
This is to
Falls.
keep your composure, because with him saying your insolent tone
Oh,
brings
so
back horrific memories.
should I roll percentages then?
Yes.
Head chat, I wonder
54.
aloud. I wonder if they know about Iron Falls.
Probably not yet.
Oh, we know.
That I said in head chat.
Oh, I thought you said, I thought you said, never mind.
I
Whoops.
understand.
I think he specifically said in head chat, not allowed.
I didn't hear that.
All I
You
heard
guys
was
are
aloud and then
sometimes
head chat.
cutting. Yeah, you guys are sometimes
I'm
cutting in
getting
and out.
mighty tired of
on my
Discord
end.
at this point.
Oh yeah.
It do what it be. It be what it do. But yeah, 54.
He grabs Rokai's muzzle. Why do you remind me?
You're an insecure old man. That's why.
I can assure you, you've never met someone like me before.
Will you ever have the pleasure of doing so again?
I am the only one of my kind to exist.
Not only that, but we're too good a company for him.
Either way, he lifts up Rokai's neck as he takes out a big blade.
Oh, you don't? Can I get line of sight on him?
Yes, you do.
All right. Cast,
Jin, 19 to hit.
Huh?
Jin,
You guys
19
don't
to
wanna-
hit.
Oh!
Rokai, seeing what's
Answer
about
to
to
me.
happen, quickly thinks, see where he's going. He never goes straight for the kill.
You hit.
You do hit.
Yeah, I'm going through with the fire.
Okay.
That was a 23% to restrain myself.
Not rolling percentages for Moxie. Moxie just doesn't like the fact that this man is alive and wants that to change.
So,
There's gonna be damage from that. Moxie hadn't quite gotten
Yep.
to the point of figuring
I'm
out
waiting
what the hell she
for
wanted.
I'm waiting for
68
damage.
points of cold piercing damage.
Ooh.
As the bullet flies over, you see a red glow around his arm as there's a bullet hole through his hand, and the bullet has stopped right here. He grabs the bullet. You see
Well, aren't you the gifted one?
he takes out a flask.
Perception. What does it smell like when opened? Non-natural 20.
It smells like a mixture of bad onions, garlic, a little bit of pumpkin juice, and pieces of flesh.
Of course. I think to everyone else, he has the cosmic gift. There's organic matter in there. He's using it to just like Riot.
Then Moxie will use that to her advantage and mentally apologize. Sorry for this, Rokai. 5th level, Shatter. Centered behind... centered so that it does not envelop Rokai in the blast radius, but does hit him. Stonebar, specifically.
Okay.
So, Shatter, 5th level. What damage do you do? 6d8. And since he is gifted, that's probably going to hurt a bit more than he would like, and that's 6d8. Oh, damage, don't fail me now.
While she's prepping,
21.
Rokai does a theatrical sniff. Interesting. You don't strike me as the cannibalistic sort. Or maybe you do.
How much, Moxie?
21.
As the shatter happens,
It's new.
okay. He takes off a chunk of Rokai as he puts it in his pocket.
We gotta figure out a way to get rid of these.
He puts you on the ceiling. Okay. Which one of you all would like the Stone Bar Special?
The fuck is that supposed to be?
I'm glad you have already volunteered.
Yes, I would.
As he turns to Moxie, I call out, "You shouldn't have killed Rory. I will take it out of your hide." I want to go ahead and think to everyone. We need to break his concentration. He needs to go down. He doesn't leave this room.
Got it.
25 to hit, Moxie.
Yeah. It do hit.
I guess I was not as big a distraction as I thought.
No, he's pretty pissed right now.
Oh, she's just standing there. It's really not going to matter what he does. She's not really going to react.
I
So
imagine you'll react.
37
depends.
damage.
Ooh. Interesting.
I get the feeling you're about to regret that.
You
As the
Mhm.
electricity flows through her body and locks her up.
Ah, this again. You're not as scary as a certain priest I know. Trust me, it's gonna sting, but
We're
You're
about
no
to
man.
have 5 minutes in heaven, dear. I don't know what your priest did to you, but I promise it's about to get much worse.
I've met her, priest. He's worse than you.
Vincent
You're just
Saitos. I was gonna say Vincent Saitos is far worse than you could ever be. He raised
He
me.
pulls you out of the bars in front of him. You all, how long have you known each other?
Is it really all that relevant, or are you just that nosy?
He goes up to Moxie as he takes her lips and purses them, as he takes out 3 nails. Shut up.
On her face alone says, fuck you. She doesn't need to give him the bird. The face says it all.
How long?
How long have we known each other? Well, that depends on your perspective.
I'd say about 15 years.
Or could be 20.
30. How long has it been?
Yeah, it could be a century. Time is
Could be 2
really
weeks, actually.
weird
I
when
could
you're
be
crossing
completely wrong.
dimensions.
Time is very strange.
She is just maniacally giggling. Like, you can't fathom how she's doing that past the pain, but she's still laughing.
He puts his hand over top of her head. So you don't want to give me the answers I'm looking for?
I am giving you the answer.
Fine.
The God's honest truth.
Yeah.
I told you wouldn't believe me. I will tell you nothing but the truth, and I guarantee you won't believe me.
As he starts putting magical energy through her body. That is 52 damage.
Rokai
As you
rages
see her
against his
skin
restraints.
start to sizzle. Who are
Wow, Discord did
You
not
cut
like
out.
that.
who are you all?
We are the Crimson Blades.
I knew it. It's them.
Moxie is currently in physical contact with him, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're about to
Sixth.
have a very bad day.
The level, inflict wounds. 8d10 of necrotic damage.
Okay.
If that
Roll it.
doesn't do something, we'll have a very different problem.
He does have his own riot.
Does
I
have
was-
a riot, but it's not a very good one. That's 38 necrotic damage.
As you all see his skin start to sear. You see it
Moxie
regrow
thinks-
back.
Any
Moxie
tricks,
thinks
Leon?
to Rokai in between
Any
flashes
tricks?
of red from the pain. Remind him why they call me the Fearless. Remind him
be the
that they
perfect
do
mythic.
call me the Fearless.
She is called
is indeed.
Calamax the Fearless. You will not intimidate her.
How
Really?
out of reach is Rokai to me right now?
He's on the ceiling.
Yeah.
How high is the
yeah.
ceiling? I
Yeah.
think he's asking.
Ceiling, about 30 feet.
Woo!
Anything I
It
could
is a
jump
dungeon.
off of?
Anything to what?
I could jump off of, leap off of.
You are in a cage.
There's okay.
I am trying
I mean, there's
to.
nothing in the cage to jump off of. There's
Leon, you have fly,
Yeah, that's
don't
in
you?
bars.
Or I could just dispel magic like so. And you.
As you all see Rokai.
Your
Ah!
turn.
Oh my god,
no.
he
More
just
like
takes the
reflex.
nails.
Not to
Reflex,
mention that
athletics.
Especially since Leon would have said I can dispel magic.
15. I
Yeah.
land on my feet.
I was waiting for him to say when. I told him earlier.
I mean, no, that's 24. Sorry, wrong bonus. Yeah, 24. I land on my feet.
This'll be fun.
Shut up, you old boulder.
What did you just call me?
I'm going to punch him directly in his smug old face. Thunder Fist! Without another word. I'm going full flurry of blows right in his face. Where is my flurry of blows attack? Where are you? Hello.
I bless the
Oh.
party.
First one, nat 20.
You can add a d4 to the attack roll right now.
Second one, nat 20. What?
Okay.
Okay.
He's using digital dice. They're truly random.
I know. I'm just laughing.
I don't... That... When I'm rolling attacks, I do the digital because
It's easier
I don't
to
know
do
why.
that way.
It's easier than doing the physical ones, so... Okay, so 1d10 plus 4 for both is 14.
Justin, is this Battle Theme 2 ready?
No.
Okay.
2d10 plus 4, 48 plus 24. No, that's 14. 28 plus 14 is... 28 plus 14 is 52. Plus another 28. Round 70.
Yep, 70.
Plus 5 lightning damage in his smug-ass face.
75 damage straight to the face.
As Rokai, you all see his jaw as he flies, smacking into the doorway. As the doorway breaks open, as he goes sliding through the hallway.
Also spending a key point to leave him stunned.
I like it when you're feral. This is fun.
You still have your nails in your mouth. We need to
No,
take
she ripped them out. Her mouth
I
is
didn't hear
bleeding,
that.
but she's okay.
Get his flask.
Okay.
He is
all the way
about
across the room.
60 feet away from you.
Go ahead and
I still have that in movement for the round.
You want to try
heal
and go do that?
13, Moxie.
Yeah.
Okay
Yeah.
then. Well,
I will
that,
pursue him and take his flask.
Well, I'm about it.
I'm
Half.
going to enjoy killing you all.
Oh please, your heart's gonna give out long before you manage that.
You should know why they call me Thunder Fist.
Cute.
I don't give him a chance to say anything else. Might of the Heavens.
Hit
Straight
me.
punch. 5 key points.
That's not a good idea.
He said, "Hit me."
Watch his posture.
No, I see him.
We should be on
Hit
the
me
ground.
like
don't we?
I did your brother.
Kai, restraint.
Oh god.
He's egging you on.
I...
Moxie goes charging forward.
Okay, there is no roll for this. He has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Of?
Oh.
17.
Oh, then he's... Okay, yeah, then Moxie's just out the way. She's just moving out of the way then.
He
She's just like, "Whoop."
passes.
Okay, then he takes half damage.
Okay.
So that would be 12d10. No, I'm hitting him directly. That's 16d10 plus my dexterity modifier in thunder damage. And it makes the thunder strike that can be heard up to a mile away. That's actually what I was wanting to happen more than anything else. So let me get those d10 ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 107 plus, what did I say in here again? Dexterity. 117 in thunder damage.
Half that.
Jesus.
So half of that. Yeah, half of that. One math.
Roughly about
54.
6.
Rounds up to 54.
Like that.
Strike can be heard up to a mile away, and most creatures will be left reeling from the even if not directly hit.
Mm.
Also, 12d10 to the area around him.
The ground and the wall, you see cracks with the punch directly to the chest. As he does, that energy is thrown right back at Rokai, full damage.
Full from the original roll or full from what he took?
Full from the original.
Hot shit. Okay.
I was afraid of
Is
that.
there... That would not be a counter spell, would it?
No, that's a no counter spell.
As Rokai smashes through right into Stonebar, as the ground cracks and the walls, you see cracks happen along the walls as the windows shatter. That same damage with a purple burst goes through Rokai's arm as it slams him into the ceiling, back through the hallway.
That's not good.
Good thing I already grabbed his flask away.
Moxie will go and get the flask from him and just destroy it.
You see parts of his face start drooping as he runs down the hallway. What do you all do?
I don't think so.
He casts a 4th level fireball at him.
Meanwhile, me and Mick are stuck in the cell.
Yeah, we're still stuck in here.
I'm
Two
working on it.
spellcasters. 2 of them.
You all hear Dame Darlucia. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
Do what, madam?
Don't do it. You all are going to die.
Oh,
I
please.
I hesitate.
Madam, worse things have come at me and failed. That is not happening.
He is not what he seems to be.
We know what he is, madam. I promise you. Our
He's
friend is
infested
very
with-
much the same.
He's infested with a being from beyond the stars. The cosmic
No,
gift.
he is not.
Then what is he? Wait,
I
no,
don't know.
wait, no, he's not. That shatter would have absolutely caused any standard creature to reel in pain. It didn't
And
bother
the thunder should have driven him out at the very least.
So he's not the thing we thought he is, because sound doesn't affect him like it does others. I wonder what
Some
fire
sort of
does. Have we tried
construct?
fire? Have we tried fire yet, guys?
Would not
Mentally.
surprise me if he is a construct.
Slugging a healing potion while we figure
No.
this out.
He wouldn't be, because if he was made of inorganic material, shatter would have done something to him regardless.
He is about 120 feet away now.
Moxie's going to just hurl a 4th level.
Okay, I will be
Fireball.
right back. I'm
Range?
focusing.
I'm not
150
great, but I'm-
feet. It's a 20-foot sphere.
How many feet?
Range is
150.
150. He's within range,
Okay.
and I can put it as a sphere around him. So,
As he's running down the hallway, he's taking guards and maids and shoving them behind him.
and is a dex save, but there's also going to be cutting words. So, watch your step, old man. Don't want your heart given out on you. And that's a 4th level fireball spell. It is 8, so it's 9d6 of fire damage on a failed save. It's a dex save, and the save is 19.
That's a fail.
All right. Let me see here. And let me make sure that I have the die correct. To be merciful to me today, that's 26. It's actually not bad. 26 fire damage.
As the orb starts to grow, the people that he threw behind him become engulfed in the flames. You hear the screams of the innocent maid as she starts to light a flame as you watch her body burn. As Stonebar's back is seared, he continues running. You all see pieces of his skin start bubbling and boiling as he's trying to keep it what seems like maybe contained.
She'll then let loose.
Moxie,
What?
hold.
What do you...
Innocents are
can't-
getting in the way.
But I can't focus on that right now. Look what all he's been doing.
We will get him.
She'll then put one of her gravity orbs in front of him, not to the point that it's going to hurt anyone behind him or like to the sides, but just something that will hopefully just pull him in and hold him there.
They are still close enough that they start to get pulled in as well.
Fuck.
As you all see, 2 guards and the maid start getting pulled. They try gripping the ground.
Moxie,
as
please.
No!
I'm defending you
as
and
they-
your mother here. Okay?
We don't need defending. Save them.
Well, the problem is
As
he's
you all
parking
see
this way.
Stonebar turn his back and go right into the orb as he looks back at you all.
Oh shit. This is gonna be awful. Everybody
He's building
hide.
damage. Everybody take cover. Moxie,
I mean, it's force damage.
drop it.
I can't drop it. It's just a thing.
That is full damage back at you, Moxie.
I hadn't even gotten to roll damage for it the first time.
Go ahead and roll then.
Here's what you get.
It's 4d10. And I only used 1, and the con save was... He has a con save that he has to make.
Okie dokie.
Aren't we over the table, or I guess in head chat? Aren't we here because of a challenge from Lucius, what, brothers?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Those are
the
not
good and
her
evil thing.
brothers.
Friends from
Oh.
a long time ago.
No, the
really.
dragons. The
Friends,
the
but
Mount
yes.
of Sardior.
Dragons, the speakers.
Yes. So it's I believe it's a 19 now. Yeah, it's a 19 that he has to pass on that. And cutting words can be used again if required.
That is a 24.
Then, yeah, there's going to be some very, very insulting primordial being spoken in his direction. Whether that intimidates him, pisses him off, or what, I don't know. I don't care. That's going to be a d12 that comes off of his roll.
Okay.
So,
Roll for it.
you've always had to roll for it, but okay.
Oh, yeah, I do, don't I?
Comes
Yeah.
off of his roll.
That is a 6.
So, minus he fails, but
fails.
only just.
Mhm.
So, at that point, yeah, now I have to roll the damage. If I had missed
You all
it
see
completely, it would have been different.
the orb is now crushing up the innocents.
It is 31 damage, and he is grappled and prone. So I don't think
He's
he's
just-
going anywhere.
standing there right now.
But the damage is still getting redirected to you, which I'm
Mhm.
going to run to
You
catch.
do take the damage.
I'm going to run to
Yeah.
catch Moxie.
Yeah,
Well,
because
it's an instantaneous thing
It
of
is.
damage. She takes
Yeah.
it automatically.
Oh no, I wasn't expecting to interfere with the damage in any way. I am in no condition to
He's
take
just
any
going to stop
more.
her fall.
I want to catch her.
that will go away now. That is not staying on the field now that that has happened. It is going away.
Mhm.
So
Sorry.
no more. So no
Boss
more
is
gravity
texting me.
orb. Yeah, no more gravity orb.
Uno momento.
He's sitting around 25%.
Not as bad as me, but still pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
So upon catching Moxie, Rokai looks around and says, "Would you stop and think for a second? He is not attacking us. We have done everything. We are here to figure out. We were tasked to see what is good and what is evil. And what have we done? Take a moment and listen.
Collateral damage.
Unnecessary damage.
Yes. Also called collateral damage. Yes.
I'm rolling percentage here. Rokai drops Moxie.
Leon, Alicia
Not
says,
sets down,
Yes.
drops.
can you please get us out of these infernal cages?
That's what I've been trying to figure out, but let's see here.
Do you have a phasing spell?
I'm over table. Wasn't sure if we were all together in one cage or not. When you were first describing, I thought we were. Then later on, it was the multiple cages, and
No,
That
me
seems
and
to be
Moxie
the
were
great.
pulled out through the bars.
Yeah, we were pulled through.
Yeah, they were pulled through the bars by Stonebar. You all are in one cage together.
okay,
Dame
just the way-
Darlucia is in a separate cage.
okay. I misunderstood for a second because of the.
That's all right.
Yep.
Rokai stands over Moxie, where he dropped her. You don't understand, Moxie. That was Janine. I knew her as a child. I have fond memories of her. She was a good person, and you just...
Leon's just casting disintegrate on
I don't know
the
about the
door.
gods, but they were someone's friends
Okay.
too.
because I don't have enough spells to get
You need to
everyone to.
think.
Alicia goes over and bink as the bars. Okay. So, let's take a moment, everyone,
Mhm.
and think. We have someone that seems to be an old, curmudgeon, torturous little wretch that is shirking off damage like it's a bad hangover.
You forgot sadist and masochist.
Sure.
Also,
Sure.
Mick, I think I have several shattered ribs. Could you help me out?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead and do mending.
Not to mention that we have someone that seems to be playing drag with the queen's body.
Not doing a good job of it. Oh.
We don't know how fortified this castle is, and we don't even really know what it is being utilized for.
Not to mention why he grabbed some of Rokai's foot.
Correct.
Certainly
That
nothing
seems
good.
like that is what he was coming in here to do in the first place. Did our anger and hatred get the best of us? Yes. It did.
Was it satisfying? Yes. But there are more important things.
So, what's our next move?
Answer the question and get out of here.
Oh, we're going to answer the question, but also to everyone else's point, I would love to see these people die.
32 points of
Horrible.
healing for Rokai.
Painful death.
How many?
32.
32.
We're here
Mostly
for a
healing.
reason, and that is to answer the particular question. But
We can get
we are
rid of
also
two
in
birds
the
with one stone.
actual physical space. Yes,
Yes.
Leon.
Which makes me think that the chaos half of them is testing us at the same time. We've been pushed into a position of chaos, then presumably need to find a way to find order. Or at least settle
The
it.
brothers work in very mysterious ways, but this one is not so mysterious. I think that you might be onto something, Rokai. I think they might be testing us with both challenges at one time,
And all we've done so far is inject chaos.
which is not the way to advert and to clear out chaos. So what do we do?
Mother, I cannot leave you behind bars.
You must.
We
For
will
now.
not depart. We would not take you away from our people. We would just stop him from using you further.
For now, you will leave
She's
me
safest
here.
here.
Your tiny friend is correct.
Very well.
If she's seen as complicit with us, she will be killed, no matter what the damages may be later on.
Rokai reaches into his pack and pulls out his woodworking kit. Pulls out a small chisel and pulls a tuft of leathered fur that he has kept for a very long time off of it. Hold on to this, Mother. You remember this?
I do.
It's from Rory. It's a sign. We will return. I will not abandon you again.
Save
Oh.
our kingdom.
96%
Save.
here, so sympathy comes in, and Rokai just gives her the biggest hug, but also gentle, because she looks frail.
She whispers in his ear, save your kingdom.
I will try. Let's go.
Where to?
We've got two choices. We follow Stone Bar, or we go figure out who he was yelling to.
Well, both lead down the hallway, so let's start walking and figure it out.
Okay.
To whom he was yelling, I would assume, more than likely the queen.
Giles,
I mean, the
call it
drag.
who it is.
The drag queen. Not a good one either.
Anywho, yes. Leon stops as they start to pass the bodies of the collateral.
Rokai tries very hard not to look.
Erebus, and the unfortunate ones on to a better life.
There are 3 places I can think. Mother's room, the king's chambers, or where Reyna was staying.
And where in the castle are we headed?
That's what I'm saying. Those are the 3 that I can think of. The best places we'd
last
find
one.
information.
Given that they now know who we are, who you are specifically, your last idea is the most logical.
Okay, Rokai's
That's
thinking.
their leverage.
Rokai's thinking back strategically. Would the place where she had been before be able to be turned into some sort of keep or locked away cell? Princess in the Tower type thing?
It could be.
Or was there
If
somewhere
nothing
more
else,
likely?
it's a choke point.
No, I mean, it could be a very likely place, yes.
I think we should check. Moxie, I think you're right. Everyone else?
Color me surprised.
Thoughts, feedback. We don't have much time.
Well, they seem to have a use for your fur, so either it would be the king's chambers are there. They want somewhere secluded. Either to go and proclaim himself as you are the returning prince to reclaim the kingdom, or to somehow summon Reyna. We've already seen he can transform into your mother. What's stopping him from becoming you?
Wouldn't become anyone would recognize. Let's go.
But there's something very, very heinous about the way he likes to do things.
Indeed.
And I would rather not see your fair lady harmed. For her
For all
own
we know, he
sake.
may
On a
never
whim.
finish the play.
Do I on a whim? I do, on a whim, check my pocket mirror again and see if I recognize the room she's in.
You see her again as she appears to be surrounded by wealth, gold, lavish things.
Right, focusing on the room itself, the layout, the walls. Do I know the room?
You do know the room.
Then I say out loud, I know where she is. And I'll take off, lead the way. Where are we going, DM?
To the throne room.
Of course. At least that's not far away.
As you all barge in through the doors of the throne room, you see some guards. You see Stone Bar. And you see Dame Darlucia sitting on the throne. Hello again.
Nice to see you, Reyna. What, you thought I wouldn't recognize you after all this time?
She dispels the illusion as you see Reyna sitting on the throne.
How could you?
Hello, James.
This conniving. So many words, so many languages, and none of them do you any justice. Because they're all not terrible enough.
Why?
I mean, I'm curious.
Why what?
Why all of this?
Why
Of
do you
course.
stand where my mother rightfully should sit? Why have you overthrown my kingdom? Why have you sided with Giles and Boulder? Yes, that's what we used to call you, Boulder!
Still do, let's be fair.
Stone Bar. Hold yourself. Why? my parents told me that I was to be wed. I had no say in who. My father told me that it would be good for our realms to be as one.
Realms?
Yes. What do you think, that it was just the kingdoms? The surrounding areas, if bought and traded between the right intellectuals, could be used for so much more.
It
And
was
so
never
it
real.
did.
It was an
What
act.
was never real?
Really nothing, because even in your natural appearance, you look as fake as a knockoff statue.
Moxie, nothing you could say to this thing is more of an insult than her very existence in this moment. Reyna, I have prayed for your safety for decades. I have hoped
I
nothing
know.
had happened to you. I feared what Giles would have done to you in his machinations to gain power. But he's not
Is
even
he?
alive anymore, is he?
Oh. I was curious.
Of course I am.
What?
As you look over at Stonebar, his face
Oh.
sloughing.
Ow! Oh, that's not. Oh, that's hilarious, but it's.
That sounds very painful.
You see Stonebar's skin slough off
No wonder.
as underneath you see a very well-dressed man tighten up his ascot and adjust his monocle.
So it's him
Mercy.
then. That potion had nothing to do with the gift as I thought. That potion was a Stonebar stew, wasn't it?
Part of him, yes.
Is he still alive? Not that I necessarily care.
He most definitely is. He's
Mm.
been way too valued of a member in order not to be kept alive.
Somehow I like this version less. Even less than I liked the Stonebar iteration. I like this even less.
I will say, Giles, it is refreshing to see you without your mask, and I do not mean the old man.
It's good to see you too, James. Or Rokai, or Kai Caden, or whatever you're calling yourself these days.
I'm calling
I
myself
will
impatient.
admit, it is good to see you. I hate that it is under these circumstances.
Why
there is
all
a-
of this to begin with?
There is a
even?
choice at all times. We can change the circumstances.
You all see that underneath his monocle, he pulls out a fake eyeball as you see a piercing red glowing orb in his eye that the monocle is over. That's much better.
Oh, please do tell
Is
me who's
that?
looking through that hole.
No one.
Liar.
Rokai, you left. Oh, Rokai, you left that open for a very horrendous double entendre.
So, he lights up a pipe. Rokai, I've done all of this. Some of my bigger moments. Honestly, in the hopes that I would get to see you again.
I've seen you a few times now. In the Feywild, at Skelno's Citadel.
Yes.
You've been busy, and I must say I am impressed. You've come far for one of your beginnings.
I most certainly have, haven't I?
Giles, I am willing to put many things aside for the good of our people. I wish to
My
understand.
people.
Yes, yours and mine. Do not forget where I hail. This is my home just the same. They are my people as well.
Today is a special day. And I'm glad that you all will be a part of it.
Let me guess, the remaining part of the Court of Cinders are showing up? Or you got some special machinations planned, a big force that you're going to unveil, a show of power? Or have you got an offering to Sharlock to get even more on his good side? Or perhaps you've turned to Vecna?
A wedding.
Course.
As he looks over to Reyna.
Oh, I'm going to vomit. I don't know if I'll be coughing up an organ or not, but I'm going to vomit now.
Under different circumstances, I'd say congratulations, but no.
Everyone hold a moment, please. Giles. I would speak plainly.
James.
I do not know if you ever considered me a threat, but I truly did. You. And so I have a proposal. I would have you know that we aim to defeat the Cinder Flame. The rest of the Court of Cinders will fall. And we will push forward, whether you resist us or whether you choose to allow it. We would leave peaceably with the understanding that our people are cared for.
I'm afraid that general that I am.
You can call yourself anything when you have the throne.
No, I am general of Sharlock's armies.
Oh,
One
that's
of
who's
them.
watching. Hello, Harold. Hello, Sharlock. Nice
Please
people
don't
you have
rehearse
here.
this place up like Iron Falls. That was quite the mess.
I'm aware I was the one that told him to do it in the first place.
Not surprised. Nothing. I wonder when something is going to actually properly surprise me at this point.
The world is in chaos. We just wish to help bring it more into balance. So what do you propose?
That you join me as my best man in my wedding.
I think
To what end?
I think Rokai means a little more long term here. See, I don't know if you've noticed, but the Cinder Flame just brings about destruction. You're nothing more than a pawn.
He will
ready
destroy
to be
you.
discarded.
He was trying to set up a religion in Iron Falls, and when that failed, he burned it to the ground.
In seconds.
You say you gave him the direction to do it. Maybe it was just convenient timing.
Seen the depths of his cruelty
Depravity.
and his ruthlessness. I can very much assure you, you will not come out of this alive.
But let's humor you for a moment. If I do this, to what end?
Judging by your all's tonality, your body language, I understand a few things. One, the disgust and hatred that you have for me. Two, that you do intend to try and kill me today.
I did. I am
You
choosing.
still do.
I am choosing to ignore that particular urge. Because there is always a choice, Giles.
Respect for our friendship with Rokai, I assume all of us are also in agreement that if he does not wish to choose violence, we will follow suit. Excuse me.
Here is my proposal. You join me for my wedding. As you join me for my wedding, afterwards, I will take you atop the castle and I will show you something. It will be at that moment that in your hearts you will decide whether or not that you wish to kill me.
That sounds strangely familiar to how
Reasonable.
some very crooked politicians discard of dissenters.
It sounds like something we heard in a church, in a citadel, atop a roof.
Even.
But every other time, we have rebelled, rejected, retaliated. For the sake of old friendships and hope for the future, Giles and Reyna, I accept.
Good.
Might I pique my... Do you mind if I state my curiosity, Giles?
And what would that be?
Why did you need that fur off of Rokai?
It's a good question.
Boy, I wish. In the head chat, I say, boy, I wish our resident sneak thief were able to get that back somehow.
Let's just say it's for the reception.
Also in the head chat, well, now we have a time limit.
Guards, get them dressed appropriately. We have legends among us. They should be dressed as such.
I already dislike this immensely.
I have a feeling this is going to be very embarrassing.
As you all are
More embarrassing than our makeup last time.
as you all are taken back into a chamber, there's roughly 30 guards that stand in front of your all's door as they allow you in it.
That is one hell of a retinue for willful guests.
He called us legends. This is a show of that.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I approve of it. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit, but still.
Over table. Atmosphere is a bit dark given the situation.
Can we find something slightly peppy because this is a supposed
We're going to have a wedding.
joyous. It's
It's
going to be a
last
red
day.
letter day at the red wedding, essentially. I don't like it, but still.
Maybe. We'll see.
I hope
I
it's
don't
not.
like how the general is getting a whole bunch of reception.
Yeah.
What I'm
this
reading
doesn't
into
feel
this
right.
is what it means.
It's not gonna go well. Yeah, this is not gonna go well.
So,
Well,
head chat. Say things go south. What's everyone's plan? Because at the moment, we've got the queen down in the dungeon. We've got Giles and Reyna getting married on top of the castle, and they're going to continue the whole transformation bit, at least for a while until the deals run out. That means your mother's still going to be in the dungeon. On top of that, we have likely the Herald, or at least a contingent from the Herald's army, headed our way.
Do we? Is there?
if not already, someone to represent the court is likely to be here. Not
Fair
just
enough.
Giles, but someone not unlike Ascion or her brother from so many years ago.
All I have to say is every other situation, diplomacy failed before we ever even had a chance to really get started. But here, we abandoned diplomacy at the beginning, and
Not to say that it can't be regained
now
necessarily.
we're preparing for a wedding, so perhaps we should see the diplomatic approach through as far as it will take us.
No, Leon's going along with it. He's just talking while in the head chat, while putting on whatever they've brought
Yes,
for us.
yes. No, I understand
What?
that. I'm trying to continue the conversation.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
Leon,
absolutely tacky
just-
is the clothing they're putting us in. I'm curious.
Oh, I'm expecting the play outfits,
The
basically.
gaudiest
Oh, dear.
of outfits, as it looks extremely reminiscent of those that were utilized.
Oh, God, they're going to make us as... I guess that would be
It's
how...
hideous. This is absolutely awful. I would need to remove 80% of this to feel remotely comfortable.
Well, I'm sure the extra fur in the third layer of extra cloth is meant to go that way, I think.
Okay, these shoulder puffs are the size of ham hocks. This is ridiculous.
At least they didn't put bows on you.
No, but the stockings do not even match the gown. That is distressing. More than likely, yeah, no, most of this is not going to survive.
This kind of commentary out
Yeah.
loud, but yes, in the head chat, strategizing. Should things go south,
Mm-hmm.
we need a way to send a signal to support.
I can send a signal wherever we need.
You could get the attention of Captain Sloust or someone on the
Oh,
ship.
most definitely. You may see me close my eyes and be still for a bit, but other than that, I could do it mid-wedding.
Interesting.
You all look over at Alicia as she comes out of a
Sorry about that.
wardrobe.
Oh no!
Oh no, what is Alicia wearing? Can you describe what it is that she is wearing?
I'm going to kill them. As you all see, a white, poofy gown adorned with frills
Oh no.
and laces,
Ugh.
as it has a massive bow in the front of it.
White Queen's dress
That is
from Alice in
pink.
Wonderland.
Oh,
As
Lovely.
in her hair, you all see Her hair has been done down into a long ponytail and is adorned with pink bows as well. As you see 2 long streamers coming off of her hands.
We agreed to be in his retinue. We did not agree to be a public embarrassment. Rokai rips out the bows and takes things off to a more reasonable state of dress. Basic suit and tie. I suggest everyone else do.
Sister, let me help you with your
We may be
horns.
cooperating, but this is ridiculous.
Okay,
As Alicia
okay.
snaps
Goodness.
her fingers, you see purple flames
Knew
go
it.
up it. As it's done, her
Okay.
dress looks extremely reminiscent of the Wednesday Addams prom dress.
It's an improvement.
Quite happy
This
with the
feels
change.
much better.
You could have just said you didn't want my help. And she immediately
Well, it's
starts
not that I
changing
didn't
things.
want your help.
Actions speak louder and act quicker than words.
I was
Here, Moxie. As she snaps her fingers, she does the same to Moxie as it changes your gown into something similar, completely black with shoulder pauldrons that come out and curl inward.
Works.
Looks like
No,
something
I
out of a
don't know anything.
mortician's lab.
No, I can't do
In
that
a
sort
what?
of thing for us.
Mortician. Morticia?
Morticia?
Morticia. Mortician. Is that the word?
Morticia.
Over table, I was going for Morticia, but since that's not a thing in lore,
Gotcha.
been a
didn't know
mortician in
if
my
you were-
life.
well, a stylish one. How about that?
Alicia looks over to you all. Anybody else want the treatment?
They all need it. I don't think we wish to be seen with them otherwise. Do you?
In fact, I
She
said,
changes yours into what looks like a icy tuxedo.
Much better.
Nice. I love it.
Sharp.
and as for what they gave us, what say we dispose of the evidence?
Let there be fire.
Done and done, Rokai.
Do you still have that scarf that I gave you when we were in the Icewind Dale?
Of course.
That was at Rokai, but yes. That happened too. Rokai, do you still have it?
Somewhere, perhaps. Might be in my room on the ship. I try not to carry things that are important to me.
I try to. Better to die
Ray?
with what I have.
But Moxie has this strange feeling for a moment. Anyway, oh, let me make sure I have my violin just in case they ask me to play something, because I know they will. Let's see just how much trouble I can cause with nothing but a violin.
Oh no.
Moxie, rosin up your bow. Or no, it was-
Oh, right.
oh no, the
that.
song. The song I
My-
came up with was Little Molly. Little Molly, rosin up your bow. That's what it was. Okay.
My mistake. You were talking about the face mask that you let me have. That was a scarf. I'm sorry. I forgot. I was thinking of something completely different. Yes, here.
She then, in a very ceremonious fashion, adds it to your outfit. No, like more so around the neck, not around the waist. But yes.
Yeah. I mean, I was imagining I was looking at something like an ascot.
Similar, yes,
Long
but
face,
much
eyes back.
there. It's not quite an ascot, but it's very stylishly tied.
It's almost as poofy as what he gave me, but much more. What? You do it well. They did it. Gaudy.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
There's a rapping at the door.
Yes.
Yo, yo, check it. All of y'all inside, are you ready to go? We gotta get y'all out to the dance floor. The wedding about to start. We gotta go hard. Get out on the floor and watch it go. I lost the last one.
Fuck! Shit!
He
Your
said a
Barg is not
rapping at the
impressed.
door. I'm sorry.
Oh, come
We just
on.
lost the map.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I know.
I blame Toll.
Hang on.
I'll take it.
Give me
I'll
a
take
second.
responsibility for that one. That was the best impromptu rap
cut
I think
this
I've ever
out,
done.
but-
So
We can edit this out.
Yeah.
we gotta
No,
leave in the killer raps.
Okay, but
I didn't
You
land
literally
it.
killed the map with that rap.
I didn't land it, but I'm good otherwise. You know, this transformation gif that I posted in the off topic, it's fitting, but the more I see it, the less I like it. I think it's just the over glam makes me uncomfortable.
I'll be back in a nanosecond.
Long nanosecond.
all I can say is this is going to be one hell of a shit show for a wedding.
Oh yeah?
Something's going to go horribly wrong. I know it's somewhere. For all I know, it's going to be the Mikage coming in and saying, "Oh, well, they've got a nice feast outset for me." Wouldn't
I
actually
mean,
surprise me if that's
We're
who
gonna
they've
learn
called.
stuff. We are going to learn stuff. We are going to be diplomatic.
Mhm.
And Rokai is willing to make a lot of concessions for the sake of his mother and his people. Just throwing that out right now.
Mhm. Leon's used to playing with dangerous people like the Xanathar, so he's measuring everything carefully.
Mm-hmm. Trying real hard to keep that good and evil premise in mind. You all right, big guy? He can't
Yeah,
hear
I just
us.
had a little coughing fit.
You've done well so far.
Yeah, caught up to me.
You had a good good run of having people to blame it on in character.
I'm back.
So, just so you guys are aware, Rokai is willing to make a lot of concessions for his people and his family. So, if you're following my lead, I'm thinking very hard on good and evil and perception, perspective, and all that jazz.
Effective.
Yes.
I mean, this is not any of Moxie's business at this point. So she is, unless she wants to die by virtue of, Rokai losing his temper, she's going to need to begrudgingly fall in line, as much as she hates to do that.
We basically need
Hey,
to
just
follow
don't go digging
Rokai's-
around in the bag of teeth last second. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, hang on to those.
Yup.
Because if you summon a Tarask in the middle of the wedding, I'm sorry.
So anyway, there was a rap at the door.
Oh,
There is a
Before
knock at the door.
before we go further in
Oh.
there, I want to make sure that it is communicated clearly to Alicia. If you can, please steal my fur back.
I'll do what I can, but I think that he might have already taken it somewhere else.
Well, fair enough.
Nothing
As
would have
the
been much better
guards
after the fireball and the
come
lightning
in.
and the...
What was that?
The guards came walking in.
It is time.
Lead the way.
As they lead you all outside onto the courtyard, you see a beautiful ceremony that is about to commence. Hundreds of people line outside in a circular formation. As you see a lot of the townsfolk that make up this giant line. There are chairs that are set out with many different people sitting in them.
Oh, I
A
just
large
realized.
archway.
I just realized our music guy needs to have some wedding music lined up, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, do we have anything like that?
What kind of music?
Wedding.
Wedding-ish
Cer-
music? Or
ceremonial.
ceremonial lightheartedness.
Actually, I think the wedding march is public domain, so we could even use that.
I think it has to be by now because so many people have used it.
But it doesn't have to be. It could just be something
I
interesting.
am
Sorry for
looking a
interrupting.
track.
It's all right.
I just thought the festival air would be weird once things start.
Yeah.
Progression.
This one might work.
That sounded like a sonic screwdriver.
That wasn't on my end.
It was a frog or something in the background of the other one.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, this'll do.
Yeah, it's
As you all look and see, the archway is adorned with flowers from all over Thera. Absolutely beautiful. As you all see mages that are lining the ground with different sigils from all over the realms, different houses. And you see that there is a druid who places her hand onto the floor, and you see trees that sprout up, that turn into willow trees as they start sprouting.
I must say, it is beautiful.
At least it looks like a proper wedding.
Yes, as with all things, though, it's probably just for show. But
You
let's
can
not
never
be
tell.
hasty to judge.
They
Places
could really love
everyone.
one another. I was gonna say they really could love one another. You never know.
That's not for me to
Alright.
decide.
As you all head to your places, you notice that you are made up of the wedding party.
That's interesting.
Dear,
So,
is this?
3 on one side, Moxie and Alicia on the other, I'm guessing?
Mm-hmm.
In the head chat, I'm like, what would they have done if we had not agreed? Not had a wedding party? Or is this some kind of special stand-in situation?
I'm going with stand-in now that you mention it.
Like
Definitely not
anyone's
saying
really
this out
going-
loud.
Not like anyone in the audience is really going to say anything either.
Actually, on that note, Rokai glances out at the audience, trying to see if there's anyone significant to recognize out there. That is a 19 on die, 28 perception.
Currently in the audience, no. But as you all hear a hailing instead of His Majesty Lordship, the Xanathar, one of his right hands, as you all see an Illithid come out
Okay.
and down the steps, dressed in full regalia of Illithid kind.
You guys hear. I sincerely hope that's the one that has my memories. It would just
Breathe.
feel a little bit easier. Well, no, she would be.
You
relieved.
notice that this Illithid is actually an Ulitharid, which are the much taller and much more powerful versions
They're the tallest.
of
Oh
Elithage.
no.
Rokai don't know
You
the
just-
difference, so he just politely bows his head at the newcomer.
Yeah, you hear the, oh no, oh very much no, oh
As
no,
he-
no, 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 no.
Sits down.
We need to avoid that at all costs, whereas outwardly she's still composed.
You
Inner
might
mind
have
is-
to roll for that one, if that's your internal reaction.
She knows what an Ulithard is, at least in a
Still in the
sense.
head chat. Noted.
Mhm. Oh yeah, that passes. That passes.
Fair enough.
For performance, that's a 31. Oh.
Hailing from the dark lands, ruler under the mountains, Themberchild.
Timber
New name.
As you all
Type.
feel
Timber Child or something like that.
Themberchild.
Timber
Timber-
Child.
Chode. At first I heard Timber Chode? What?
That's what I thought I heard.
You see 40 orcs holding up a massive throne as you all see the fattest red dragon that you have ever seen. Like, chunky boy.
I don't know. I've seen the new Dungeons and Dragons trailer. But isn't he a big boy? It's like the opposite of that hill giant.
Not really.
Who did you eat?
Out loud, you better not be.
No, I'm not saying any of this out loud. Thought I made that clear at the very beginning.
There.
Hailing from Timbervale,
Oh boy.
His Supreme Excellency, King Midas. As
Weirdly
you all
enough,
see,
I like this
a pile of melted gold appear as a head forms out of the melted gold. He is not physically present,
Oh, that's an interesting
but you all
ability.
see his head there.
He's projecting like he did at Vital.
Still interesting. I do wonder how it is done.
Learn in time, I promise.
One of the generals of Sharlock's armies, Balafion Stormbringer. As you all see a blue dragon come down that is adorned with a crown that rotates, that looks like lightning bolts, that connects to his head. As
What an
on
entrance.
his each of his arms, you all see these lightning pauldrons that go down.
It's a veritable who's who of reprehensible figures.
Immense amounts of style.
No
Can't
denying
take
that.
that away from anybody.
And now,
Who's gonna be the worst?
Giles.
Oh.
Consalbi. General of Sharlock's forces. As he walks down the aisle and comes and stands right next to Rokai. You
Rokai
look
leans
good,
over.
old friend.
Thank you. It took some work. Also, I just realized you've never told me your last name before.
Well, now you know.
Consoldi.
I see that you all changed what I left for you.
You had to know how ridiculous it was.
I did. Ha ha.
Little sense of humor never hurt anybody, I suppose.
I must admit, it was good. We agreed to be present, not be a joke.
Well, can't I try for both? As you all hear, da, 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 ba-dum, ba-da, ba-dum, ba-da, ba-da-da-da. As Reyna comes down the aisle, dressed in the finest Therian garbs that money can afford. As you see her walking down the aisle, you see her smiling as she
I sense something is amiss with the bride.
as she gains her composure again
I wonder. Oh,
and
I
starts
wonder.
coming down the aisle.
Old friend, I don't suppose we get to know what that was about.
I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Do not think me a fool.
Shh. The bride cometh.
Oh dear.
Does she, indeed?
As she stands next to Giles, as you all notice that a priest is not present yet. As flames billow into the sky,
Monica Inferno. I'm curious now.
as you all see standing there, a draconian looking man with the reddest of red.
Perception check 19.
That sound.
What does
Oh,
the
mercy.
bride smell like? Specifically, does she smell like the dungeon?
Bless you.
No.
Good. It's not my mother.
Though, in that same vein, could you describe what she would smell like?
Who would smell like?
The bride.
The
mother?
bride. The bride.
Oh, the bride. She smells like lavender and
Oh.
all
Frou-frou.
kinds of other frou-frou perfumes.
Head chat, keep an eye on her. Something is very wrong.
Definitely doesn't feel right here.
She's acting like Giles did when he was Stonebar.
Wonder who the hell she is. Oh dear, here's another one.
As the plume of fire goes away, presenting the master of ceremonies himself, our Lord, our Master, the one to save all of Theris, Sharlock, the Cinder Flame.
96 composure. But at the same time, a bit of
You all
warning
notice-
would have been nice.
You all notice that Sharlock is in that humanoid form that you remember, but it is now draconian. As he looks over to you all. Hello.
You look stunning as always. I do mean that entirely sincerely.
Respectful nod and nothing more.
My people, we are gathered here today for the union of one of my generals to be betrothed to all of Theris's most powerful families. The Idaris clan.
Knowledge check. That was for everyone. In the head chat, it's like, does anyone recognize the name?
I might. This is gonna be interesting.
There it is. It's
Not
an 18 on
bad.
history.
18
Leon.
as well.
You have read of the Idaris clan and their means of being able to utilize specific magics and sciences to clone things.
Oh. Lovely.
Oh.
Reina Idaris. This union will be good for all of Theris. Presiding with us, of course. You all have seen from the hit plays that have been all over the realms.
Oh, he's not.
The
Huge
Crimson
Of course he did.
Blades.
Anything to rub salt into the wound?
Oh, this is rich. These were better.
As
dressed
you
than they
hear
expected.
a laugh amongst all of the crowd.
You know what? Fucking nat 20 performance check, standing tall and regal as my history will allow, in the face of their laughter. Lobster.
In the face of their lobsters.
Oh mercy.
We have a lovely
Oh.
bow.
Well.
Killing everything this second.
As all of you know, I am almost to my full power, thanks to you.
Thanks to.
He points to everyone.
I will do my very best to ensure that all of Theris thrives. And with this union, we will be more powerful than ever. It's been a long road
He places hands on both Reyna and Giles.
to get us here. And I thank you. Giles, consolde. this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
In sickness and in health.
I do.
And Reyna, do you take Giles to be your lawfully wedded husband?
She pauses for a moment. Yes.
That sounded forced.
Interesting.
No,
In
I'll say-
sickness.
Actually, that was a low percentage there. I say that out loud.
Sharlock's gaze hits your eyes.
Nat 20 on whatever roll that would be.
Also a nat 20 to step in with vocal concern of, I do worry she may be an imposter. Heaven forbid. Heavens forbid. But it feels wrong. I don't
My
think this
lady,
is the
are you
bride.
well?
I am. You all
I sh-
hear Sharlock's voice inside your head.
If you do not stop talking and interrupting me, I will smite you where you stand right now.
I turn and
in
look directly
front
at him.
of everyone.
If you wanted to smite us, you would have done it long ago. And then I turn back. Is my lady well? Giles, something is wrong.
This is not your lady. Not in truth, at least.
If there's one thing I know, there is always a trick.
In sickness and in health,
This is not.
till death do you part.
This is not the Lady Reyna.
I do.
Then by the power vested in me, with all of me, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
As Giles goes over to her, and you see her reluctantly and then lean in for the kiss. As you hear an uproar from the crowd.
I grab Giles on the shoulder and pull him back. Who is
What?
this?
This is Reyna.
Physically, yes. But who controls Reyna?
Puppeteering her.
Remove your hand from me, Rokai.
Or what?
Need to roll a stealth check.
Do you not see who all surrounds you?
Hey, I'm not doing anything.
I think you forget who stands in front of you as well.
We may not be allies, but I do still look out for you.
I
Remember
give
that.
Rokai a tap on the shoulder, casting True Seeing.
This will be good.
What does that do?
Albert, let you see through any illusion. See invisibility
The
and
creature has true sight. Notices secret doors hidden by magic and CNC in the ethereal plane, all out to a range of 120 feet.
There is, I mean, that is Reyna.
I wonder what it would be in order to figure out who is making her do this, then.
As the crowd roars,
I now pronounce to you, King and Queen Consolde.
as the two of them join and start walking down the aisle.
Reluctant claps as part of the roll.
She produces her violin from whence you do not know and you do not dare ask to play a lovely ceremonial march.
Inside your heads, you hear Sharlock.
I'm being polite by not killing you all right now in front of my people. But trust me, soon we will
Without
see
missing-
each other.
The feeling is mutual.
See, without missing a beat, turns around while still playing, stares him down and says, "Yes, but you still look damn good." Too bad I don't know you under better circumstances. Continues playing.
Goodbye for now, Crimson Blaze.
till we meet again.
Ta-ta now.
Shimmerberry is nice this time of year.
As Sharlock
Oh, crap.
disappears into flames.
Hmm.
Outwardly, Rokai maintains his composure, but internally, his usually mild and meditative thoughts have turned into a rolling boil of all sort of hatred. Nothing comprehensible comes out, it's just fire. Not even trying to keep it isolated from the head at this point. He's just seething.
Well, we survived.
Ever so barely, Alesia says.
True.
I guess we
Oh,
have
well.
to uphold our other end of the bargain.
We should go.
I see no reason we can't partake of the charcuterie. Going.
Didn't Giles say that he wanted to see us at the top of the castle?
Yes, that's what I was referring to earlier. But
This is going to be not very fun.
Got to roll for this one. Yeah. Rokai
Go.
rounds on Alicia ever so slowly and says, "It's a big castle. It's a long trip. It's been a hard day. And while I don't seem to get hungry anymore, I would like to chew on something."
Very well. Then let us chew. Lead the way.
I lead the way to the table that has food on it and grab, I don't know, an apple or something.
Neutrality. Maintain neutrality. Here we go.
Alicia, with trying to keep her composure as she starts to eat. We are surrounded by some of the most powerful forces that are here in the
Oh,
realm
boy.
right now.
It would be wonderful to strike a blow of some sort, but we risk everything
Not
if
to
we
mention the emissary of Mr. X himself. That is terrifying.
Yes, his right hand is terrifying. But as with all of this, we just need to
And
continue.
in the head chat, Alicia says, "Fucking Sharlock was just here."
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Indeed he
yes.
was.
Rokai looks for a turkey leg.
Or some kind of large bird, probably.
And
He
hawk.
finds one.
Oh, Leon isn't eating a thing. He's just
Actually, you know what? Rolling here.
sitting there watching people eat.
15 perception. Is there something with a bone in?
Oh yeah,
Grabbing
there's a
one and
massive terror bird that is on the table, cooked.
I'm gonna take a drumstick.
That is a
Nick also
giant
goes for a
That
drumstick.
drumstick is about this big.
Terror birds
As
are tall.
Rokai,
yoink
shall
it
we
off.
share?
Take what you want.
Is he kind of just knife?
It's been a hot minute since I've gotten to do this.
Dink.
I'll pass. I'm
Ow.
not really hungry at the moment.
If I don't eat something, I'm going to just black out. So we don't need that.
Friends, if he is able to take form like that from across the realms,
He's grown powerful indeed.
It's very powerful.
Does eating restore any health? Because I'm still not in a great state.
let's count this as a
Rest.
short rest. Yes.
Short rest.
Okay.
That means you go and roll dice for hit points. You can, when you hit the short rest button, you should see what I mean.
How many?
You choose.
Oh, so not
It's supposed
How
to be if you have multiple short rests, you can divvy it out over those short rests before a long rest. That's all.
well. I'm not very well, so I'm gonna use a lot.
I'm gonna do the full half. 7 from Bard and the 1 from Paladin. So just under half, because we're at level 17. All right.
I didn't like the look that was on Reyna's face.
No, I fear a magic jar spell has been cast upon her.
Something was forcing her. What, I can't imagine.
When she was sitting upon the throne, all of that felt forced to me.
That is not how she was.
Rokai, your mirror that you keep looking at, what do you keep seeing in it?
Her. As
How?
herself. As I remembered her.
As you remember her,
I saw her in the throne room.
what does her spirit feel like when you look into that mirror?
In a word? Childhood? Purpose? Not like this.
Does she feel good?
Well, I'm gonna have to roll to check that one. I've never really thought about it. Over table here, never thought about it because I was overcome with the significance of the person. So, rolling for that, that is 18 on die. Perception makes that 27.
As Rokai looks into the mirror and looks into her eyes, you have an overwhelming sensation of heart and character that comes from her.
Yes. As much, if not more, than I recall.
And there truly is some dark magics afoot. Leon, is there any way that you can maybe decipher where the source is coming from?
Arcana check for that one because the player has no idea. Leon might though. Apparently Leon has some clue because that is a 31, a natural 20.
Wow.
Leon can feel that the source seems to be on the roof of the castle.
Whatever it is, it leads to the roof.
That where he wanted us to go in the first place.
I imagine it's what he wants us to see.
Then shall we go find it?
Rokai throws the now stripped of meat bird leg over his shoulder and quietly starts walking.
Oh god, when did I look away long enough
Not
for you to eat
throw,
that
but
whole
like
thing?
rests on. Like a club. What was that? Ned?
Oh, when did you go and eat that whole thing? I looked away for 2 seconds.
I have a bad habit of stress eating.
To be fair, I helped.
Some.
As you all start walking, gold appears in front of you all. As King Midas looks down at you.
And Leon will give a bow. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Courteous
Thanks.
bow. Highness.
Sir, you are the Crimson Blade.
Oh, you know.
And
Indeed
you
we
are in our path. We're kind of in the middle of something.
Oh, do pardon me. If I was actually here, there'd be so much more of me in front of you.
We know. We've seen.
I'm aware. I've seen you sneaking about. Do please.
As a invitation appears in front of you all.
You're cordially invited to come to Timbervale whenever you would like.
Is
I
this
have
one for-
some things that I would like to discuss with you.
Is this
Interesting.
one for each of us or just one invitation?
It is just one invitation that says to the Crimson Blades.
Ah,
So we'll
lovely.
reach out and take hold of it, so that way Rokai does not shred it in his anger. I'll
Rokai ain't
hold
in a
on
great
to
mood.
this.
As
Thank you.
Midas's head comes down almost in a whispering tone to you all.
I look forward to it. I
It will
have
be-
so many beautiful things to show you.
It will be an experience, I'm sure.
Rokai manages to physically keep his composure from reaching out and grabbing a hunk of his snoot away, but he does think to Alicia, isn't that gold enticing?
Very much so.
The invitation is open whenever you want to come.
Thank you
I
kindly.
hope to see you soon.
As he dissipates.
That was interesting.
Continue walking toward the roof.
As you all keep walking toward the roof, The large red dragon burps in front of your face.
Hello.
Crimson Blaze.
Be us.
It is good to see you. I've heard so much about you.
Rokai turns towards him with a big feral grin, a flourish and a bow, holding the bone out like a cane. Absolute pleasure to meet you, King Under the Mountain, or King of the Dark, or however they introduced you. I'm afraid I'm not the best with names. How are you this lovely evening?
That under the mountain, when you all would like, I have something to give to you.
Indeed.
Very
Well,
generous of
isn't
you.
that a lovely surprise? Today has been just full of lovely surprises, hasn't it?
Yes.
Leon McNick, rein in the fuzzball.
Robogog, please hand them but what part I would like to give to them.
Leon will step
What's
forth.
your angle here?
As you all see a bag in the
Oh.
orc's hand that
Thank
he
you.
Uh,
Thank you.
Leon takes it.
Go ahead and open it.
To hold it at arm's
okay.
length and open it. What
as
is
you
it?
open it, rubies fall out of it.
They're beautiful. They're absolutely stunning. Why, thank you.
You took out one of my main adversaries in the tundra.
Oh,
I
How
would
fortuitous.
like to repay your kindness.
well, thank you, Your Majesty. We shall remember this.
You're most
do you-
welcome.
Do you mean Ice Dragon with the illusion magic?
No, he does not. He means the Dwergar.
Yes,
Ah, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Zardarok Sunblight was a horrible creature indeed.
Oh, yes. Make no mistake of that.
Mm-hmm.
And we should know, we're quite familiar with horrible creatures. We do meet a lot of them on our journey.
We
Now,
if
witnessed.
I hope that you all have safe travels. I'm
Thank you.
going
as
to
well.
go back to eating now.
Meal. Come
Yes.
along, boys. We must be going.
Terror bird is quite delicious.
Indeed, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Isn't it,
Happy
though?
eating, boys. Let us be going. Have a good day, Your
Thank you
Majesty.
so much for your generosity. We'll be on our way. As soon as he turns away, Rokai's rictus grin falls. Headshot angle, no angle.
I think you had best kind of sit in the middle of all of us to diffuse your temper at the moment.
I just hope no one interrupts this walk until we get to the roof. I would like some
If
time
anyone
to
else-
recenter.
If anyone else does, Leon and I will stand at the front and deal with the diplomacy.
23 concentration to try and meditate while moving.
You all are headed up to the roof now.
Mm-hmm.
No one
I'll-
is following you.
I was sincerely expecting the Illithid to show up.
Oh
With
no!
something to
please
say.
No, please no.
There was a trend happening. All the visitors.
Oh, I know.
I would have actually wanted to approach him, but that's beside the point.
I want to be clear for any confusion. As a player, perfectly fine with this. I'm just really getting into the character. I'm not upset. Everything's cool.
Oh, I know.
I was just saying that for the sake of everyone around me, because I can get intense.
You can.
You all are headed up to the roof.
Fantastic.
She will temporarily put on the rubies because she doesn't want Leon getting pickpocketed, and, well, she and her sister share a love of shiny things, so
I've got
There's
lower
13 of them, by the way.
13 of
You
who?
have to let me know the price of those. They might
The
be good
rubies.
spell ingredients.
Going to have to get these.
13 is an interesting number.
I like that number.
It's an interesting number for the Crimson Blades for sure.
And the fact that they are rubies as well for the Crimson Blades. How very fitting.
Anyway, lower 90% of regaining my composure by the time roof. As for everyone else on the journey, if you want to pay attention to the surroundings, look for something to purloin.
I mean, yeah. Oh, that's a what is that? That's a 23. What's something Moxie could easily pick up that she would find to be of value?
Oh, there's a shit ton of art and different gold baubles that are on pedestals all over the place. Choose.
Um, specifically speaking, she's looking for things of either religious or musical or, something like that significance. I don't have any ideas to what you might have had planned, so if you have a table, you may roll. I just don't have any thoughts of it off the top of my head.
You find a golden pan flute.
Neat.
Goes away very quickly.
Mother picked that up while traveling one evening. Just thought it was pretty.
There's also a golden urn.
Sounds like
There's
garbage.
a flag that has a sigil on it from Therathon. It is along the band. There are embedded jewels into it. And then there's also a statue of a cat with emerald eyes.
Turns out gold doesn't resonate very well. Not great for music.
Curious. I'm gonna call this a religion check. 24 religion check on that cat statue.
Yeah, something about that is speaking to me.
Considering cat statues are not terribly common, it speaks volumes of religious overtones.
No, I mean relevant to this campaign. I feel like we've encountered something similar.
Could be. Is there anything religiously significant? Well, would she know anything religiously significant about this cat with a 24?
You do know that Bast is a god that is sometimes worshipped. This could be
An
maybe
idol.
related. It could be an idol picked up on journeys. Who knows?
It's gonna be. Well. Hold on. I'm rolling percentages. I'm rolling percentages. Give me a moment. Nope. She looks at it, ponders it, reaches out almost to touch it, and then recoils and says, "Never mind. Best to let possible religious idols stay where they are.
So,
Unless we invite trouble."
in the head chap, do you want me to go and let the others know anything? Should I? Now would be one of the best times to, sound the alarm if we want anyone else.
Would you
Get
be able
time
to
to
stay
go.
with us?
You'd
Still
have to
another
guide me, but I could go and summon someone over there.
physically guide you. We can do that.
While
Yes,
Moxie,
I'll be blind for a bit.
Moxie
And
just gives Alicia a look. There's an urn and a cat. What do you think?
I may have been gone, but this is still my home. What's mine is yours. Help yourself.
You see both of those items go into a bag that she has.
Should see if that cat is attached to a deity later. The more friends we have in high places, the better.
Will do. You all finally come up to the door that leads to the roof. What do you do?
Anything I need to
Review.
tell the crew?
Stand by. At
Watch
the
for a
ready.
signal from the castle roof.
Yep.
Alright. I'll keep the devil there as long as I can. Leon will cast Project Image, and another Leon will appear on the ship.
My old, what is this?
Captain Slashed.
Master Leon, what are you doing back?
I'm not exactly here, but that's beside the point. We're on top of the castle right now. Rokai, Nick, myself, and Alicia.
Bless you.
You've
Oh,
signed
I
up
understand
before,
that.
So you might need some soup to cold.
You kind of broke up there. Can we get that again? Leon?
Hero.
What you
Oh.
said, Leon.
Before the.
Let's go with the
okay.
whole thing that he was coughing for.
Oh, I was just saying you might need some soup for that cold there, Mr. Sloust.
No, there was something before that. You were talking through it.
Oh, that was me saying that we're all on top of the castle. Moxie, Alicia, Rokai, Picnic, and myself.
Can you hear us when you're in this trance?
No.
Ah,
Telepathically, I guess, but
oh yeah, the mental chat is still up.
yeah, I
Then
couldn't hear you. I could hear you.
Well, then I will think to you. Tell him to sim James if he can. It's the most unobtrusive assistance I think we can get. And
Leon will
Starla, maybe.
tell Sloust to stand by and to please let James know that Rokai would like him.
And
To,
send Starla as well, just in case, because Starla may be getting hungry.
Very well.
We may yet
Do
have
this.
someone for her to feast upon.
Oh, we still have to clean out the mansion where she got something earlier.
Mhm.
I'm sure it'll clean
Anywho,
itself out in about 6 hours.
This thing might disappear. That might duplicate here. It might not. We'll see. If it's still here and I'm able to send anything else, I'll let you know. Until then, ta-ta. And Leon's back with our group.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Oh, it's just an image basically on the ship at this point.
Well, shall we go? See what fresh horrors await us up here.
Everybody
They
take a
said-
deep breath,
I said
because
James
this is
and-
bad.
Deep breath. As they say in some foreign country, allons-y.
Find out where that language comes from. It's high time I picked up
As
another.
the door opens and you all step out onto the roof, you hear the howl of the wind as you see Giles looking off.
Old friend,
We've arrived. What did you
as
wish
you
to show
bade.
us?
I must ask you a question before you speak. Lady Reyna was not herself. There is a power stemming from her connected to this roof. What have you done?
What I had to.
That does not answer the question you were asked. What did you do?
I believe you have something to show us.
Yes, I do. Come here. Look over the side of the castle.
Okay, I do so, being careful to stay well back from the actual ledge. Is there like a parapet
As
wall?
you
or...
all, yeah.
Okay,
As
cool.
you all come up to it, you see out, and you see what look like massive chambers that are pumping out these sacks. And below you see draconian soldiers that are slamming blades into the sacks and removing other draconian soldiers.
The factory.
Cloning.
Yes.
And you needed Reyna for...
Why?
The spell.
Because she is mother to these draconians.
So the...
Giles. There is
You-
much that I wish to say, and there is much that I wish to do, and I am sure my friends are also horrified. But if there's one thing I know about you, other than your selfishness, you have considered what you believed to be the greater good.
Yes.
You do not need Reyna for this. You have your alliance. You will care for my people. You will do what you can to protect their lives, and we shall with her and her mind free. And I will not do anything rash.
I'm afraid I can't do that, my old friend. He turns around, and you all see the red eye glowing. You. She always loved you. I couldn't shake it from her. No. I gave her everything that she could ever want. Castles. Everything. Jewels. The finest gowns that money could buy. Nothing ever got you out of her head.
I asked you to take care of her, not dote on her. She was not materialistic. That's why she was so pure.
I always loved her. But she never looked twice at me because I did not have your standing.
It wasn't his standing that she cared about.
No, it's what the family cared about.
It's
Her
not even
family
that.
wouldn't let someone so lowly as myself even try to
Are
get
missing.
near her.
You are missing the point that I'm trying
don't
to make
even
here,
know.
Giles. Do you know what love is? Do you actually know what it is? Because clearly I don't believe you do with the way you've been treating her.
Giles, she
Nothing.
hated me when we met. Did you know that? She resented me. I gained her trust by talking to her, by trying to learn who she was, by acquiescing to her nature. We had things in common. We had things that we hated about each other, but you know what? No, you don't know. You see
destroy
everything as a
someone.
tool.
And what you cannot use or that does not bend to your whims, you use as such. And that
I know
includes
what
the woman you
love
love.
looks like. As he
But you-
gestures to all of the draconians out there,
Love.
that is love.
That is not.
It's nothing close to love.
At best, it's power. And what is it worth?
Very
Those are her
soon.
children.
But she is not their mother. She is not raising them. She is not caring for them.
Those are children of the machine that she helped you build.
No,
No, you don't understand the spell. It needs flesh.
She's part of the machine. She is the machine.
Natural one on composure, Rokai throws the terror bone as hard as he can over the edge.
You didn't aim for Giles. How so?
I didn't aim for anything.
Fair.
Just
That's fair.
utter rage,
Rage.
scream, hurl. No idea where it's going.
Well,
I told you when you came up here that this would be the moment that you decided if you wanted to kill me.
Giles, I want to kill you. But I will not. If you let her go.
I have everything that I have ever wanted now.
And if you make one more mistake, you will lose it all.
I love her too much.
I know.
I'm afraid. I cannot
I was
let
afraid when
her
I
go.
ran. I was afraid when I ran away. I put it off for months because I didn't want to hurt her. Like you're doing now.
He unbuckles as underneath his wedding attire, you will see armor that goes across his body.
You are set on this then. Felmore! To me!
no. Moxie gets between Giles and Rokai and faces Rokai.
Still holding up for my weapon because I already called it.
That's fair. Understand that
Didn't
this is
catch
very.
that.
Rokai, this is not how this needs to go.
I know.
You will regret doing this for however long your life will last.
I do.
I will not have that happen to you. I care too much to let that happen. You are a man of pure intentions and have one of the biggest hearts I've ever seen anyone have. I will not allow you to put this mark on your soul, because it will haunt you the rest of your life. And you will never forgive yourself, and I cannot let that happen to you.
Giles,
As Moxie is talking to Rokai and trying to calm him down,
Roll a reflex to deflect that. That is a 5. Never mind.
I think it's going through Moxie.
a lance goes right through Moxie's chest. As he holds her up.
You're a monster. A deranged monster.
You
How
will
much-
Truly a
not
wicked being.
take my Reina from me.
Put her down, and let's continue our conversation. Giles. I love her, and I once loved you as a brother. And I love the people of my kingdom as I love my friends.
My kingdom. You abandoned it.
If that is how you feel, I will not fight the accusation. I asked you once. I ask you again. For the greater good, Giles. Take care of her. Miknik, Kit Moxie, Leon, let's go.
Yeah.
And pray our paths do not cross again.
I don't know how
Minden
much
on
damage I took.
Moxie.
I have to
impaled.
roll it. Oh boy. That is 57 damage.
I mean, she staggers to her feet, still basically coughing out blood everywhere.
I don't
Nicely
even
done.
hesitate and use a healing rose on you.
I light a dart, throw it up into the sky, signaling the ship to come get us.
Leon's
As you all start walking away from Giles. Kolda.
Leon,
Would-
stop
would
him from
that be-
talking.
Behind you all, you feel a presence. As you look behind you, you see a large red dragon that has a saddle atop of it, lined with battle armaments along its neck and back, and a helmet that comes down across its face.
What is this? I would give you what you asked against everything in my being, and you insist on battle.
You'll keep coming for her.
Be the last time.
I am a man of my word, Giles.
We are leaving without what we came here for. That should be proof enough.
This is no life for her, but I am a man of my word. And I know you would let no harm befall her. I was willing to let this go, but if you keep pushing, you will learn what we are capable of.
Please, I will beg of you, not on your wedding day. And certainly not at the cost of keeping your beloved safe. We will leave in peace and bother you no more.
Oh, hang on. I'm gonna to get the scene right.
What am I looking for again? I forget. That's a standard, well, not standard. That's a 25 persuasion.
Shh.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
boy.
I think I understand.
Do tell.
He can't undo what he's already done. Even if he does want to.
We will simply leave.
And that regret is forcing him into such.
He
You want-
won't let me.
Oh dear. We'd best get out of here quickly before he decides. We need to just run.
You will see the red in the eye.
Nope. Nope.
Light up.
Everyone on the ship.
Yeah.
Rokai holds the twin glaive out in front of everyone, gesturing them back.
And Moxie gets ready to basically just blast things.
As
As
they
the red dragon leaps over to where Giles is, as it kneels down, Giles leaps
There
up
is-
on top of it.
There is always a choice, Giles. If your will is strong enough, I will not kill you. I put my weapon away and board the ship. Captain Sloust, get us out of here.
Right away.
Ready for combat.
It comes to it.
All hands ready.
So be it. You will raise your arms against me.
No. We are ready to defend. Goodbye, Giles.
It's out of here. Top speed. Please.
Koth. Attack them.
If it comes to it, try to leave.
Oh,
He
he's
does
sending the
not
dragon.
It's not to death.
Sloust.
The dragon, as Sloust
There we go.
punches it, the dragon fires fireballs.
All
James!
of force to go and collide with them all.
What, Leon?
Leon puts a wall of force in between the ship and the fireballs.
As
Oh.
James lands on Rokai's shoulder.
Starla with you.
How do you feel against this?
Not great.
Me
We do
neither.
have that button that lets us go extremely.
That is true.
I think we need to do that.
Tricks and trickery.
Ignore the words.
As he
from
holds
the
up
Moron
his
Gallery.
lance. To me! As you all see,
Mick, lend me your voice. Thaumaturgy.
The fuck is that?
other
Race.
dragon riders.
Oh.
Thaumaturgically boosted, I will call out over the castle. Reyna! I'm sorry! Hit the blue button.
Blue.
Sloust. The blue button.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
As he punches it, you all leave.
And with a will save of 1, Rokai loses his composure and leans against the rail.
Shuffles over and prods his arm a bit. Hey. And she wraps her arms up around him and does the ear scritch gently.
Not
okay.
now.
You sure?
Alicia
sure?
goes over to Rokai and she places a hand on him. I know the feeling. You're more lucky than myself.
She yet lives.
As Nox appears in front of you.
But then,
The
so
love
do
of
you,
my
Ingrid.
life is not with me anymore. This is merely a vestige of his spirit.
That's no different than what I am. I am not James Darlucia. I am not Kai Caden. I am what's left.
You
But that
are something new.
You are something more.
You are Rokai. You are Rorthal. And you are James. And you are Kai Caden. All wrapped up into one.
And you are Rokai.
And you are Rokai,
and dear
as
Alicia,
Leon says.
and dear Alicia, you are that and Avaricia. And this is as much your Nox as I am them. Do you understand?
She snaps her fingers as the mirror comes out. We will need to go back for her.
One day.
Yes.
One day we will. But for now, we have much more hurtful places to go.
I look in the mirror. She will be well. I do know. In his twisted way, he will make sure no harm comes to her.
He will get what is coming to him for the way he's gone about things. We just need more patience.
And
Which is
hopefully when the
difficult.
time comes, he will make the right decision.
One can only hope. I'll leave you alone for now. You know where you can find me.
Captain
You all
Smoust,
hear, so it would appear as if you have done something.
The answer is perspective.
Cue up the mystical soundy music thing.
The mystical
been-
sounding music.
The mystical sound, yes, the one that we used the last time.
you know the one, it's so
The
pretty.
one, the other one, and the
It's
other
the one
one.
that says
Hang
combat
on.
thwack, but it sounds so good. Why is Mike
Oh my
Tyson
God.
suddenly doing this?
Oh
I
dear.
don't know. He's here, and you know it's the whole thing.
How about this one?
Okay.
Hang on, I know which one it is.
Oh my God.
Play BGM battle theme number 6. As you all look out of the ship, you are back in the void of spaces.
You sent us into chaos, and we made sense of it. We did not improve the situation.
But we did not make it worse either.
Very true.
That was
As
never the
the-
point.
As the brother comes into purview as well. But did you figure out the answer to both questions?
What is good and what is evil? There's a number of answers. It's a matter of perspective. What's good for one is evil to another. In my
So-
perspective, good is what causes the least loss of life.
So
In
in
Giles'
the
perspective-
situation that you are in, enlighten us as to the answer.
Good in this case would be that the joining of two very powerful nations for the people, getting a show of force that there is still hope. It's not the correct wish for people. Nor it is it correct? It
In
is
our
good-
pursuit of what we have thought to be the greater good, we have made some decisions that have benefited those we deem evil. But that doesn't make us evil. The greater good is much more than a single action.
The
I
greater
preserved
good.
2 lives today. And to me, that is the greater good.
Galamax, you are about to speak. Do so.
The greater good was always thrown in my face when I was young. And I've become disillusioned with such an idea as an overwhelming, overarching reason or excuse for every action taken. But rather than fight and cause much more damage, sometimes it is best to leave things as they are and do less harm. And in doing so, that is where good can be found. Even if that means giving up someone you love.
We are this realm's strongest warriors. We've been told such time and again. And we were placed in a gathering of our greatest enemy, where there were many innocent lives. We could have struck a blow. We could have...
But at what cost?
There was already too much damage done in the short amount of time we were there. Almost entirely done by myself, I will take the blame. Just,
I will not hold it against you. You did what you thought was right.
but what I thought was right also wasn't entirely correct.
And in that, we gained perspective.
We
True.
gain perspective from the play. We have gained perspective from the time within the castle, marriage ceremonies, and even from Giles' last stand.
He still
Nick,
sought to damage us.
You're quiet.
I've not had much I can really add to this.
So, your answer to chaos. What is it?
By its definition, it is
Uncertainty.
disorganized and unruly and impulsive.
But within chaos, what can happen?
Chaos can lead to a greater good.
To change.
And in
We-
such change can come stability.
We are agents of chaos at times. We inject some disorder to find a better outcome for as much as we can. Chaos also comes from selfishness. Giles is an agent of chaos, but his is destructive. Amassing power, amassing armies, amassing wealth. Good and evil are two sides of the same coin. One cannot exist without the other. They are a balancing act,
Just as you two are.
and the coin spinning in the air is chaos. Is that a
Well
whistle? Oh.
done. Well done.
Thank you.
I do think that they see the bigger picture, brother. As do I. Then in that case, Crimson Blades, we will give you a gift.
We seem to be getting many of those.
Seem to be burning
You see
of those.
them tear open a rift in time and space. Do enjoy as they push you through. As time and space folds open around you, you are enveloped by what feels like a warmth, like a blanket, a warm blanket that has been put over you.
What is this?
As you are in this void of space, eyes open like pure rubies.
Oh,
Hello?
hello.
Hello. You hear this voice ringing through everywhere around you.
Oh.
Oh, my mercy.
I bow in realization.
Greetings.
We must be in the presence of the great Sardior.
Yes.
of gem dragons.
You are correct. I am Sardio. As the light begins to shine throughout the darkness, piercing the veil, you see that you are in a chamber of rubies. And interlaid in between them is every other type of gemstone. Sapphires and emeralds, amethysts and topaz.
This is beautiful.
An interesting fact most people don't realize, these are all various forms of quartz with different impurities in them.
That doesn't detract. Let's not detract from the beauty.
Oh no, I think it's even more beautiful with that.
It is both chaos and order.
Sardior's entirety of his body coils around an infinity in this place. You have proven yourselves. I will first grant you with knowledge. Ask me what you will, and be sure of yourselves.
Okay, we need to ask the right questions.
The right question, singular.
All right, over table conversation. We had some things we needed to.
We did have things we needed to ask about. What were they though?
Well,
I never
there's
remember.
there's the
Thontil Ra.
yes,
The old
there's
gods.
Thontil Ra. There's the cloak of Shada'ain, the God's Eye, that was hunting them.
Sherlock himself could always use a father's perspective and all.
This isn't father. This is brother.
Yeah,
I thought this was,
Io is father.
Io's the
Sardior
father.
is sibling.
for some reason I thought this was Io.
No, this
I
is
think-
Sardior.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
I got the
I don't
names
know.
mixed up in my head.
I don't
I
know how
thought
many.
they were the other way around.
I don't know how many questions we get.
3.
So I think the most significant.
Did
piece
you
of
all
in-
hear me?
Yes,
3.
3.
I think the most significant piece of information we should look for first is why. Well, is asking him to tell us about Thon, Teal, and Ra. Why they were banished.
That might be considered 2 questions.
Why?
Though.
Why were they locked away?
Then just ask why.
Let's have our bard do the bard thing. I've done a lot of talking tonight.
Moxie's priority is slightly different. She's going to build to that instead of it being the first thing out of her mouth. Discernment is the better part of valor, after all.
You mean discretion?
Very similar, but I take your.
Discretion is the better part of valor. That's the phrase, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I thought discernment sounded nice too.
Okay, fair enough.
I understand this is a sore subject to ask of, but it is very important as to our recent goings on. From your perspective, would you please tell us about Sherlock and all that entails? We have heard from your brother Bahamut. His view.
We plan to speak with Tiamat in time.
Yes, we will speak with your ferocious sister in due time.
Sherlock, as you know, is a bastard child,
Yes.
unloved by our father. He reached out many times to try and speak with us. I was the only one that answered.
Well, that is very interesting.
I tried to speak with him. His anger and rage for being disowned was far too great. I asked him what he would do, and he said that he will change the world so that he will be noticed.
That he has certainly done.
When I asked what that meant to him, I saw darkness come within his eyes and his heart. And all that I saw was nothing. A child that is unloved. A child that knows not the love of their family. Is but lost.
That strikes upsettingly close to home.
For more than one of us.
But for a few different decisions,
We could very well have been him ourselves.
You chose a different path than what he did. For millennia, Sherlock has tried and succeeded in his attempts to destroy everything. But the forces of Theris have fought back and put a reboot in place. Every time that this has happened, heroes that were born on the moon made of crimson were chosen to try and stop him. Each of them have died, and the cycle begins anew. They have all been unable to stop my brother. And so the process begins again. Hence why you are here.
I wonder if it is not a matter of defeating him, but convincing him to make another choice.
What is your second question?
Over table, there are three things I think we still need to address now that I've had time to
Okay, shoot.
The three, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and Vecna,
Yeah.
specifically. I had a clear idea of what I meant by that a few minutes ago, but it has fallen out of my ears.
Okay.
Try and get it back while we.
So we should ask, from
About
their
the
perspective,
three.
why the three were locked away.
This
Mhm.
next one will be about as difficult for
That's
you
the
to
last.
for you to speak on as the last, and for that I apologize.
With a meaningful look, Rokai pulls out his prayer beads.
The old gods. Specifically, why? Why did events happen as they did with the old gods, Thon, Teal, and Ra?
As Rokai holds out the prayer beads, a pulse goes from the beads and echoes throughout the chamber as you see hints of red, blue, and gold go throughout the chamber.
I would explain, but I feel you already understand. We have made no decision. We need information.
So why did things go as they did with the old gods to put us in the position we are in now?
The old gods were more powerful than you could ever comprehend. They are the ones that forged a lot of what you see. And they created us. All the gods. We are their children. I guess, to put it lightly, we were jealous. We were angry children, selfish and foolish. All of the gods got together. And we wanted the prayers for ourselves.
You say foolish. Is that regret?
Time, many decisions can be reviewed, and you can look back with perfect vision and see what you ought to have done
And
instead
with
of
all
what you
these
actually did.
refreshes, as they call them.
What was
I
that?
imagine it. I said, I imagine with all these refreshes, it adds more perspective over time.
Each time it happens, each time this cycle is each time the cycle renews with another crimson moon and a new group of would-be heroes to stop the Cinder Flame.
It's like reading your favorite.
Gives the gods more of a chance to review how they've done things, especially in their youth when they are impulsive with no foresight.
Much like reading your favorite novel, time
Over
after
and
time,
over.
and gaining a new perspective on each character. And surprising yourself when you find you relate to the supposed villain.
Therein lies the answer.
What is your next and final question?
We worry of an individual who rivals your brother, named Vecna.
He has, through many duplicitous means and throughout various points in time,
And
taken
history at
actions
large.
taken actions to give himself the power from the Book of Ultimate Evil that Sherlock was supposed to have read from. He has broken the cycle in that regard. Sherlock did not read from it this time, it was he. The outcomes have changed, and we don't know the echoes. The echoes of his deeds yet.
For all we know, this may be the last cycle.
This may be the chance that we have to bring all of this to a conclusion.
Is there any getting through to him?
Is there any wisdom you can give us that might point us in a more certain direction? Because as you said, lost children.
This Vecna is not a lost child.
Oh no, I meant us. We are at a loss for what to do about Vecna. We are lost children.
As I was saying, he seems to be a broken man. Where Sherlock was never loved, Vecna was. He was loved dearly. And Sherlock took that away from him. I wonder now, since Sherlock did not read from the book, this troubles me dearly. This will be the final round. This is your only chance. We get no redos this time.
Not even if we gather the council.
I
I'm
think-
afraid that since things have changed, even if the council tried, I fear that it may not do any good to try and reboot again.
And we must keep our eyes on the greater good, always pursue the next right thing, and pray that we are enough.
It's not always the right thing that must be done, Rokai.
Crimson Blades. You are the force in Theris that has the chance to stop my brother, to stop the madness of this Vecna, and bring our world back to a rightful place of neutrality.
A balance between chaos and order.
Moxie removes one of the recently acquired rubies from the bag and approaches the front of the ship and
Bow.
holds it up.
An offering in gratitude.
I will give you something as well. You see a bunch of different gemstones all coalesce together as they form what looks like a sphere that turns into this large stake as it this is a piece of the heart of Theris, of which there are 3.
That's the other thing we needed to ask about.
Good thing we... Well,
I believe that this could be a key to destroying my brother once and for all.
piece under Ravnica as well, because when we were there, we
He was
heard
still
that
dig-
was what he was looking for.
Well, if there is one under Ravnica, must retrieve it. I know where the other one is.
By
I don't
chance-
suppose you'd be willing to go and
By
let us
chance,
have that
is
one for free.
by chance is
Yeah.
that third one with your sister in the lower realms?
Yes.
You
I imagine.
will have to go and visit my sister. That one.
Lovely.
Indeed, indeed.
It has been on our list of destinations for quite some time.
And thank you
Yes.
for this gift. I did not
Yes.
give mine in expectation of receiving something in return, but thank you.
You have earned this. I believe that you will be the ones to finally break the cycle. Take it and use it wisely.
Most definitely.
Crimson Blades. Another thing. And as you all see,
Oh,
the universe being ripped and torn apart. Hello. Crimson Blade.
oh no.
I told you we'd see you again some sunny day.
As Sharlock's arms come through, he pulls himself in. As you all see Sharlock dwarf Sardior. Hello, brother. Hello, Sharlock.
Or run. Leave. He'll do to you what he did to Bahamut.
I don't think so.
Sardior brings you all in close.
Please.
This is your chance. Save us all. Well, brother, do you see me now?
We see you.
Good. Run! Sardior
Klaus.
screams. And Slouched, where do I go?
Hold still.
Anywhere. Anywhere.
Leon starts plane
Trust
shifting
the
us
ship.
back.
Trust the
As
ship.
he
Press the
starts
button.
taking the ship up, Sardior twists and coils around the ship as you all are bobbing and weaving in between him as Sardior slams into Sharlock with 1, 2 fists. As he clamps down onto Sharlock's neck, you all see gemstones radiate down Sharlock's body as he cracks them off, as he grabs Sardior. Fire engulfs the entirety of this chamber as Sloust maneuvers through as bits of the ship are starting to catch flame. What? Here we go! A
Hang on.
portal opens, and as the portal opens, you all see Sharlock tear off the head of Sardior. As he comes through the slipstream that you all are going through, Sharlock biting and gnawing behind you all.
How
As
close behind?
Sloust extremely close at this point.
Well, in that case, Blader disaster. Let's see it. We can't do to at least cause the slipstream to backfire.
Moxie, give me that. Take the heart piece. Zelda reference. And I run below decks to the engine. I hold it out and say, "Can you use this?"
Who are you, Nimrod?
What?
That's not what that's for.
I join Rokai. Can you?
Elenon. Let's see what
Leon,
damage you
power.
do.
All I'm thinking is more power.
That's not what it's for, you idiot!
I know it's not what it's for.
Meanwhile, Leon's above deck trying to fend off.
Damn it.
Moxie lets off the last, what is it? Four
All right.
void spheres? Yep, the last 4. Literally just to give him something to chew on.
Nick Abwabel, give him what he needs. Redirect power. We need more force. More
We
boost.
are trying!
Leon's cast
As
Blade
they are
of,
putting in. All right, Leon.
Blade of Disaster. It's a blade-shaped planar rift that cuts through many realities. Let's hope this works.
And you're opening
He
it behind
flanked-
us?
He's opening it as a sword and throwing it. At Sherlock, hope there's something of good effect. I can still control it from here.
As the blade slams into Sharlock, you see different realities start to coalesce around you all within the slipstream. As you see different forms of Sharlock throughout different multiverses, and different versions of your all ship and yourselves can be seen within these moments. As Sharlock...
Oh! Archibald's gonna kill me later.
Not if you don't tell him. Some things are best left unsaid.
As the mouth opens up and you all see the hellfire that starts to spew forth. Now! Sloust hits the button one more time as he takes you out of the slipstream. Complete and total black surrounds you.
Oh no. Are we in the Shadowfell?
Where in the 9 hells have we ended up?
In the 9 hells, certainly. Someplace I'm a little more familiar with, more than likely. Feels that way, at least.
I will find you.
I don't doubt that. We have a ways to go.
As the light shines, you all come out of the slipstream.
Ooh, oh,
Slamming
where
into the
have we-
ground.
Oof.
Well, that was
Painful. Traumatizing.
smooth, all things considered.
I was
As
expecting to be in
fucking
more pieces.
burlap. Smooth as burlap.
You notice that there are chunks of the ship that are missing right now.
Damn it, we just got this fixed.
Calm
We
shade.
didn't fix it. I'm sorry, Comsha.
I will be making apologies. I did nothing.
Oh, by the 9 hells.
Okay.
I will get this fixed.
Moxie
Captain
starts looking
Sloust?
around. Where did we end up?
Captain Sloust, is the map working? Well, small
Barely.
favors and all that.
Where'd we end up?
Where are
What do we see
24.
overboard?
24. What's around us?
we? Surrounding you all looks to be an unknown place.
Grass.
Trees, mountains, sand, water, beach, something.
A vast open chasm.
Oh no.
Fresh? Black.
What color is the sky where we are?
Are we on
Black
the
and
material?
purple.
We are not on the material plane. Oh no. Leon, let's figure this out. Come on.
Let's see if Leon knows what it is, because the player knows where we're at.
We've jumped through planes, so we're either in.
Something
Well, there's
tells me.
probably infinite possibilities, aren't there?
There's likelihoods, though. There are
Yes.
likelihoods. Oh,
That's a
damn it.
22.
Mm-hmm.
You notice that you are now in the abyss.
Oh, why did you have to go and say my thoughts?
On, care to
Uh.
explain?
We're in the abyss.
I'm sorry?
The so hell.
Where Tree Razor came
so
from.
So hell is lawful. There is order. Self-serving, but law. Here, the abyss.
Think free for all.
Chaotic, yes?
Demon lords originate from here.
So.
Like
Tree
like
Razor.
Yinogu. Yeah, Tree Razor, Yinogu, Pazuzu.
Right. So from who? Never mind. From those three statements, I understand that we need to lay low, act quickly, and get out of it.
Agreed.
Jublex as well. Jublex is not one we wish to trifle with.
You can explain those when we're somewhere safe.
Yes, I know. Preferably hell, where we are actually considered safe.
Ironically, yes.
We are considered safe for a few different reasons in hell.
Alicia comes onto the deck. Is
Yes.
everyone okay?
We're
yeah,
okay.
but we're in the abyss.
Physically, yes. Situationally,
No.
doubtful.
Oh, gods.
I've
we're
summoned
scoring.
from. I
Just
meant to say I've
saying
summoned
it
from
bad.
here before, but no, we are not safe here.
We need to get out of here immediately, if not
Yes,
sooner.
Leon, can you get us to the Feywild from here? Your tuning.
I can get us back to the material plane if, let's see here. Dinwar ever finished that tuning fork I asked him for? It should
Well,
automatically
then
be
I suggest that you go speak with him.
Yes, Leon is doing that.
You all hear howls around you.
Oh,
Okay.
my
Everyone who
everything.
is not needed for repairs, ready for defense?
Mm-hmm.
Aye.
Dinwar, please tell me you have that tuning fork.
Be quiet. Be very, very quiet.
It is almost completed.
It's almost completed.
There's been a lot to do, Master
Oh, yeah.
Leon.
I understand, it's just I'm stressed at the moment.
Head chat, I throw down.
Leon,
Tell
stay
him
low.
now that is the only focus. Finish it.
Please finish it as fast as we can.
Looking around the ship, do we see what these things are?
You see two glowing green eyes.
Green. That's new.
As two more open up right beside it.
Thoughts spill from
Chances
Rokai in the head
are
chat.
there's
Too many eyes,
100
too many
more.
eyes, too many eyes, too many eyes.
I can get us to the Feywild, but we have no idea how screwed we'll be on time. I'd rather wait for the...
As much as I
Other
hate to
two
lose
fork.
more time, I think we have to.
As you see a
Yeah.
massive smile come across as it comes a little into the light.
I don't think that's the Cheshire cat. We need
It's
to
not
get
a
moving.
cat. That is not a cat. I worry that is a spider.
How close are we, Dinwar?
I don't know. Give me a few more seconds.
Oh,
bless
that's a
him and it.
oh, this is gonna be fun.
Justin.
Ah!
Oh.
Oh,
I
I
go
don't
bless
Moxie?
him and it.
Moxie has a spell at the ready if it's going to make any difference.
I wish the camera would focus on it, but that is horrifying even as is.
Who's
Maybe
ever
it's-
sending that image to me? Please, I
Maybe-
beg of you, stop
maybe-
it.
Maybe it's just curious and not hungry.
I
Everyone,
imagine it is very
stay.
curious about how well we taste.
Everyone stay very calm and very still.
Hells above, heavens below.
It starts going around the ship.
Moxie follows it intently.
Justin, did you get my bless?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if this is going to do
Her
anything.
eyes never leave it. It doesn't matter where it goes. She's got both eyes on it instantaneously.
Rokai thinks to Moxie, would holy water be of any use in this?
No. This is the abyss. That doesn't work here.
Fun.
And then infernal. Just the only thing leaving her mouth is infernal or primordial.
It stops
Yeah, that's not
as
good.
its tail goes up into the tree line and yoinks it up.
That's not. No.
So it has vanished into the trees?
For the moment, yes.
Probably about to pounce. You know,
Yeah.
as they do.
We are not in a good situation. Leon, update.
Working on it.
Everyone appear as slow-moving and calm as you can when you come up here.
I need to make another project the image of me running out there and drawing
No.
whatever it is.
No. No. It's stalking, looking for weaknesses. The minute something moves too swiftly, it will attack.
No, that's just great, isn't it? Just great.
As you all are quietly looking around, you see above, like just right where the bow of the ship is,
Hello again.
That's a different one.
Hello. Greetings, O mighty hunter of this forest.
Denwar holds it up.
How hard is... I'm going to ask this. How hard is that?
I should be ready for you.
Leon, can you not cast it? Do you have to be up here to cast it? Or can you cast it from there?
I can cast it from in here.
Fantastic.
Good.
Cast it. Let's go.
Yes, Leon.
Yesterday,
As the two creatures
Alright.
Plane shift.
Frame shift?
I said plane shift, but frame
Oh.
shift works too.
out from the tree, it jumps down as the other one leaps
Monster.
you,
two
coming
different
from-
ways.
from two different ways. The
Hold monster 2. Hold monster
ship-
times 2. That is... Oh my heart cannot take this. Oh, this is painful.
You all are in the material plane.
What do we
Oh,
see?
thank the gods!
What do we see?
You see a couple of small little towns. You don't really
Oh.
think that you've been around this area before.
What is that?
Those were interesting creatures, by the way.
Yeah, in hindsight, interesting. Yeah.
Oh no, in the
Hunters.
moment they were pretty interesting too. Just a matter of very
Sure.
poor timing.
Pack hunters, that's what to remember.
Yes, but I can... Oh. I need to remember what those look like. I don't know what they're called, but I need to remember what they look like. I have a spell that I can use them for.
Oh,
I don't want
that
to
is the
know.
thing.
Captain, where are we?
Isuk, do you think you might be able to tell us where we are? Because we're on the material plane, that doesn't tell us where in the material plane. We could be on Therathon.
I mean, we have a mystic map.
We seem to still be in Thera.
Mm-hmm.
It says that we are near Shimmerberry.
Oh, great.
Oh,
I mean, joy of joys. Yes, we have a friend. We have several friends here, but
oh no.
oh,
Sharlock is on his way.
Mhm.
why is it that
Shimmerberry.
now?
Shimmerberry is nice this time of year.
Yeah.
Mhm. Why couldn't
How
he have followed us to the
fortuitous.
abyss? I wish he could have followed us to the abyss. That would have
And
been
you wanted
easier.
him to go and be there with
We-
those two things as well.
Okay. Okay, we need to stop talking over each other and we need to stop repeating ourselves.
What do we do now that we're here? Do we go see Calabraxis?
I
See
think
whether or not the Spider Queen is still here?
I think Shimmerberry is definitely our destination from here, but first, I believe we need to stop for repairs. I don't think we're going anywhere.
No, we probably aren't.
Now, so, Moxie, can we go check the outside? Make sure one of those things didn't latch on.
The
Sure.
town over that way. Poldink.
Holdink.
Interesting.
Poldink village. They may have some supplies.
Well, shall we go see?
Mm,
Sure, why not?
As you all start
Fishing.
to head to Poldink, flames shoot across, stopping you in your path.
What now?
As a large dragon
Wait a minute.
rears up.
Copper dragon?
Is it?
Hello.
Well, hey, guys.
Elgalos.
Oh,
Gross!
You are
Yeah.
a refreshing sight.
What are you doing
Well.
so far out of Shimmerberry?
Patrolling. We have a lot to discuss.
Been a
Hells
while.
yes, we do.
And that is where we're going to leave tonight's session, my friends. I thank you all so very much for joining us on yet another adventure. Please join us on our next one, where you can grab an ale and we will tell you another tale of the Crimson Moon Chronicles. If you've missed anything, please click the links and get caught up. We'll see you next time, folks. Bye-bye, everybody.
Yawn interrupted my send-off. Ciao.